What's up, Karen? I'm here. Let me make sure my shit's working. Going to Bubba for back to back, huh? Hey, how about that? An all Joe Gibbs Racing top 7. Because you know the Spire cars qualified up there too. Okay, it was an all Joe Gibbs Racing setup top 7. We'll say that.
When it comes to racing in the Brickyard 400, he wants it really bad. That's the guy that's got everything on the resume except this win. He would love to win the championship later this year, but I don't think this guy's ever been more confident than he is today. So he's got a great shot at it. Feels like he's both ready to go. He's been going after it a long time. There are some young drivers, though, that want to check the box early. And then you have the guy starting on the pole, Carson Hocevar. He got his first career win earlier this year. So did Ty Gibbs. So did Corey Hine. They would love to deliver here today. Yeah, it feels like either a veteran or a big upset could happen this afternoon. The great unknown, racing at Indy. It's a gorgeous Sunday afternoon for it, and we are happy to be here on TNT. Let's go trackside now and get the command to fire engine.
I'm gonna pick. Fuck, it would either be Denny Hamlin or Ty Gibbs for me. I saw Guns N' Roses a few nights ago, and I've been obsessively watching all the videos I took on my phone of the show. See, listen. Me singing Guns N' Roses poorly. Yeah, we went out to Raleigh, which is like 3.5 hours away from here, to go spend a day or two. And I went to the Guns N' Roses concert at NC State in the football stadium. Very nice, cool day. A little bit of rain here and there, but nothing major. Guns N' Roses, they played for over 3 hours. I can't stop watching all the cool videos I took. I'm just like, man, I was really there. That shit was cool as hell. It's one of those really great shows you'll never forget. So I'm guessing we all have kind of like middling to low expectations for the race today, right? Been on the run for a couple of weeks. Went to the Cup race 2 weeks in a row. Didn't get to stream the Atlanta or Chicago or Raleigh Series races because I wasn't home either for those. But we back now. We did the Raleigh race yesterday. Congratulations, Carson Quapple. Turn my TV up. The volume's free, you know. Nothing else on the TV's free, but the volume's free. Turn it up. You know, as far as Brickyard 400 crowds go, this is a very good crowd. For modern Brickyard 400 standards, they've got a good crowd there today. I think this race is on the come up. I think the hot weather, it's really hot. It's a lot hotter there this year than it was last year. I think that'll make for a little bit better of a race. Pole sitters do not fare well in the Brickyard 400, historically, aside from when Jimmy Johnson won on the pole. Host of our winning would be wild. It'd be very cool. Track position strategy race. It's like Pocono on steroids. It's just track position strategy race. Could today be the day Larson turns it around and finally wins another race? He's had a solid year. He just hasn't won anything. Larson not winning is still one of the mysteries of our time. Look at that big American flag over them empty seats. If you were to go to the Brickyard 400, where would you sit? Christopher Bell hopes to ream out the field today in the Ream Toyota. Scary thing about the Brickyard 400 is because it is a strictly track position race, almost anybody can win if they just get lucky with track position at the right time. Whoever gets out front is just going to lead and fucking drive on. And you know what Christopher Bell just said. The word of the day is strategy. We're not going to pass 20 cars under green. And I have to take some chances, take some risks. Very disappointing in qualifying for the 23, considering the speed out of the Toyotas towards the front, including two of his teammates, Corey Haim and Tyler Reddick. The Todd father. Racing for $1 million today. Big time underdog with the way this track is. Welcome back to the Mears Gang, Indianapolis. Oh yeah, and Daniel dies in this race.
Danielle. Yeah, Steve, Bubba Wallace is the defending winner of the Brickyard 400. He told me last year's win was the greatest day of his life because it was his first win as a father. I spoke to his crew chief, Charles, tonight this morning. He told me, I actually
Excuse me.
here this weekend is better than last year's car we won with. But after getting in the marbles in qualifying, we're starting 20
You got in the marbles in qualifying.
early so I can play around with strategy.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard ass to go back to back from where he's starting.
Yeah, that win was big for Charles tonight. It was the first of his career atop the pit box in the cup. So we referenced it throughout NASCAR Nation, and here as we looked at the starting grid, we went from 32 drivers down to 2 in the in-season challenge. $1 million on the line today for Todd Gilliland and Ryan Blaney. Tell us all about it, Mama Smith. Yeah, Adam, it's going to be a hot one down here. Torture, some might say, but not hotter than in the 38 car of Todd Gilliland. The Todd father is going after Ryan Blaney, trying to take down the titan that is Steve Penske for $1 million. Todd told us earlier how he feels like it's really theirs to lose, so we're just going to execute and keep the pressure on. Ryan and his crew, they want $1 million to go along with an all-star beer that they have already under their belt. I texted Ryan earlier. There's a NASCAR Sundays party that goes on in New York City, and in Charlotte, I said, hey man, if you win, will you add to the bar tab for next week's party? He said, I'll add $1,200. So a bunch of people pulling for Ryan Blaney as well as Todd Gilliland. Going to be fun to watch these two go at it this afternoon, and now we do our race analysis. Yeah, it's the most famous racetrack.
I've had such a busy, hectic week that North Wilkesboro feels like it was a year ago. I was at North Wilkesboro last week.
Now, what are we keeping our eye on 400 miles today? Fuel, and not so much on the driver. We go to some tracks where it's about the driver to save gas. Today, it's about me as a crew chief. When can I get fuel in my car? How can I strategize to get in front of the next driver? Pit road is going to be more important today than ever, and we're going to try to minimize mistakes there. It's very narrow. The pit boxes are long. So you're going to be coming into your pit stall, maybe your pit stall around other cars. You got to be careful not to make mistakes there or speed, costing yourself tons of track position.
Hocevar on the pole.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway is one of one. First race at this historic venue more than 100 years ago. Today marks the third time NASCAR has taken the green flag at this place. Front row.
Hocevar's got his hand out the window to wave Tyler Reddick on behind him. No teammate restart or start of the race because Hocevar could have picked the outside and Suarez could let him in. But no, we're green. Larson makes an aggressive move to the inside back there around 10th place. Indianapolis notorious for first lap crashes. Keep an eye on that. As you see them 3 wide all over the place going down into turn 3. Track's already good and rubbered in. There ain't been any rain this weekend. The front stretch of Indy is one of the coolest visuals in racing. Oh, Eric Jones had to jump out of the gas underneath Briscoe. Briscoe throws a block on Busher. Jimmy Johnson obviously would say before the race that he expects the legacy cars to have good races today, but he's on to something because, hell, I think John Hunter Nemechek, if the strategy worked out, he could have won Pocono. John Hunter Nemechek was like in the hunt for a win at Pocono. Hosor got a 2-second lead just out of there, man.
77 is flying. Second faster. His fast lap is 1 second faster than the next car on the racetrack. Teammate is second.
That is a huge gap. In the next gen era, at any racetrack, a near 2.5-second lead is a massive gap. You don't see that often. And he's fired off within 3 laps and got that far out front. We were streaming during. Go back and look up my 2020 Brickyard 400 stream to hear a crazy reaction to Denny's tire blowing out. Gave the win to Kevin Harvick that day. Excuse me. They're already getting quiet because it's just another strung out Indy race. He's all right.
You look at these corners and you think they're all the same. They don't drive the same. They don't handle the same. Turn 1 and 2 is the tightest corner. The car doesn't want to turn. The front doesn't want to work. As you go to the next series of corners, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, the car turns better and better, being the freest in turn 4. Now the balance of these cars, who's happy where, who's comfortable and uncomfortable where. Got this duo here. A couple of guys really good road racers. Michael McDowell, great qualifying effort yesterday, is 8th. Right behind him, AJ Allmendinger is 9th. 16 has been sporty really all weekend long. There's a couple things there. Everyone gets up. Everyone
Just remember, Hocevar looks really good out front. If he loses the lead one time, I would hazard to bet he will never get it back. It's just that hard to pass for the lead straight up here. Remember when Juan Pablo Montoya could have won here 2 years in a row? Junior talking about road course guys coming to Indianapolis and running well. Hey, you're about to get 50 minutes of practice from now on. Starting at Loudon, right? I wish I had an HBO Max that was the next level account so I could watch onboard cameras like I used to, but nobody I know is going to pay for the $20 version of HBO Max. So what happened back here? We're showing Bubba and Ryan Preece. Damn, Bubba. Whoa! Jesus! Bubba almost ended his own day early throwing a block on Preece back there. Really blocking that hard for fucking 30th? Preece was like, what the fuck? Alright, let's watch Preece's on board. I know it's hard to pass here, but damn, Bubba's not moving forward at all.
Carson Hover Car. Daniel Suarez.
Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Ty Gibbs. Corey Heim, 6th. Cole Custer, 11th. Like, is pretty fucking crazy. Remember, on the O'Reilly Series side of things, the Haas cars have been really good at Indianapolis the last couple of years. I know that really doesn't translate to Cup, but hell, look at Custer. Qualified well, running 11th. We had a pass for position. Holy shit, Christopher Bell passed Austin Dillon. Joe Logano pulling out a line to make a pass on Austin Dillon, but the run stalls out. He tucks back in. Joey completely flipped his season around in 2 weeks. Stage points at Atlanta in both stages. And I think he got a top 10, or he was close to it. And then he just dogged the shit out of everybody last week at Wilkesboro. Still a good race. It's just a trip to be at North Wilkesboro for a Cup race like we were last week. Now Joey makes the pass on Austin Dillon down into turn 3. And he's going to bring Josh Berry. Boy, you lose 1 here, and you just lose 2 here. Austin Dillon's car is loose. See how loose he got trying to get back to the bottom after Josh Berry passed him? Hocevar out here running practice laps. Hocevar, the only car, and clean air. Suarez is so far behind him, he's kind of got clean air. Austin Dillon's got more than a loose problem. He appears to be slower than everybody else around him. Austin Dillon's dropped back to 32nd. Back there in Connor Zillick's territory. That's never any good. Rare Connor Zillick's green flag pass for position. Oh, no. Stalled out the end of the front stretch. They told Reddick, slow down and save gas, and then 7 built a little gap. And I said, oh, don't let him get too far. What's fucked up about this car Remember when Chase Briscoe won Pocono last year? He did it saving gas while the guys behind him were racing their fucking asses off to get by him. But this car sucks so fucking much on flat, one-lane fucking racetracks that you couldn't pass a guy going deliberately slower than you. Not to mention the access road you have to follow when you come off pit road all the way over to the backstretch. Did he say Ziggler?
That's what Denny talked about when he said there was like 5 different aspects. That's one of them. I love it. He said it's staying on top of the down and distance, right? I mean, if you're a football fan, that's what it is. You got to know exactly what.
Hey, just remember, all the boomers that complained about the Indy Road Course, this is what you wanted. I say that every year now. I love the Brickyard 400. I'm glad it's back, but I'm well aware that it's not the most exciting race in the world. So, boomers, this is what you wanted.
Alex Bowman qualified top 10, scored 10 right now. What's their story, Shannon?
What number is Bowman going to drive at Daytona next year? Because apparently Jimmy Johnson's getting the 48 for one race next year. I think Bowman's going to drive the 25 at Daytona next year for the 500. You're going to split the stage in half, Ron. Big block from Elliott on Vangisbergen for 24th. What happened to Chase there off of 4 to let SVG get a run on him like that? So Chase just isn't having a good time right now. Junior pointed out there's a big gap between Chase and the next car, and SVG and Ricky Stenhouse are all over him. What's up with Chase? He holds on to his spot, whatever it's worth holding on to. Got SVG, Stenhouse, and Zane Smith right behind him. Austin Dillon on pit road. Pretty early, right at the fuel window. Right on the edge of the fuel window. Austin Dillon felt he had a tire going down. That's right in the fuel window.
car last 2 or 3 laps. And you see how far he was behind the field. He's coming back on the racetrack. Obviously a lap down. But to Steve's point earlier, these cars that are within 4 seconds of Hocevar could come down pit road without losing that lap. Everyone else did. And the risk of going a lap down if they pitted, wouldn't shock me, even though they could run 42 laps on fuel, that we see cars like Carson Hocevar or Suarez probably 25 to 30. I think that would be a window for pit stops. Carson Hocevar told owner Roger Penske earlier today in the drivers' meeting, "This is my favorite racetrack," and he is delivering today. He's led the first 20 laps on TNT.
Well, NASCAR Facebook comments are loving this. Carson Hocevar is dominating. Chase Elliott pits. This is a scheduled stop now. We're definitely in the fuel window. Maybe the first round of pit stops will shake this race up a little bit.
Can't pay a visit to Indianapolis Motor Speedway without celebrating history and tradition. Construction 1909. First race here later that year. First Indy 500, 1911. Yeah, this was a scary part for the track when it went dormant. And look at how overgrown it was. It was so at a risk not to even come back at all. But as we know, the history continues. Awesome in 94. NASCAR made their first trip. Jeff Gordon wins. And then F1 coming to IMS. Yeah, it became an epicenter of complete racing with F1 joined it. You want to see the history of racing. There's no better spot right there than the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum with that special Jeff Gordon exhibit. It's on display. So much history in that building. NASCAR on TNT, presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Almost halfway home in the opening stage.
I hope Ty Dillon gets the fucking 33 next year, just so Noah Gregson doesn't.
In a perfect world, you would burn off the whole 14 gallons of one can, come down pit road, makes for an efficient pit stop.
Cody Ware on pit road.
All of these drivers, like Ty Dillon here with the registry on board, will lose a lap to the leader, Hocevar.
Like to see Hamlin, Reddick, and Gibbs pit like right now at the halfway mark of the stage.
Chase Elliott was under service. I'm sorry, Dale.
Look at lap times. Best lap 49.85. Hocevar just ran a 51.7. There's a good second of fall off. And that's after 25 laps or so. Might fall off even more, but they'll never get to run that long. So.
Chastain, one of the cars would love to get to pit road soon to make adjustments. And I'd love to see this. Get my way started doing enough tires to get past complete. Because that 5-second gap up the road you mentioned, Dale, that will work for the 9. He'll now have reasonably, look, a whole short shoot in front of him. Use that clean air to run good laps and, to be honest, to get a read on your car. Obviously, not as good as they need. Give Chase a little bit of time.
Chase Briscoe pitting.
Now we have Chase Briscoe pitting. One chase to another.
Briscoe's someone who's going to be dangerous in this race. With track position, of course.
We're 30 minutes from 90 minutes from the racetrack. And in Mitchell, Indiana. Briscoe pitting at lap 26. Here he is, Marty. Adam, he has 100 friends and family in attendance today. No race. Chase Briscoe would rather win than this one. Saying the car was just a little bit free, kind of splitting the stage one in half. All the leaders also starting to talk about when they would come to pit.
8.9 second stop for Briscoe. That should gain him some time in the fact that he pitted earlier than a lot of the guys he was racing around.
Nearly 2 seconds to Suarez over the last handful of laps. Could be saving fuel, could be the balance of the 77 car swinging on the loose side, as they said earlier. So let other cars get into this, 4-second bracket as the 24 Wade Byron is now come to pit road. Shannon.
He's going to come down for 4 tires and some air pressure, saying he's a little tight in 1 and 3, loose in 2, pretty good in 4, guys.
Solid start to the race for Byron, who gets his service and pulls away. So important to be able to go down pit road and get on pit road fast as you can, have a great stop, then get off of pit road down around to the exit.
I'm guessing Hocevar backed off.
There's a lot of cars on the racetrack that are held
Or is it just lap traffic that brought Suarez down?
Get to pit road, have a great stop, go out, run a few laps, really, really strong. You'll leapfrog those cars as they come to pit road.
They're showing Ty Dillon on his outlet blend line violation on the 10.
Absolutely right. The dotted line's in play. The solid is out of line. He crossed over it. Penalty to the 10. Pass through. Execution.
They got Chase Elliott for that, didn't they? Like last year. Was it last year or the year before they got Chase for that and he had a fucking meltdown? I don't blame him. Because I believe Chase when he says they didn't do a good job of explaining that before the race, but this year they made it much more clear and Ty Dillon broke the rules. So. They just told Larson, remember the blend rule, because they know they got Chase for it last time.
This is going to be pretty interesting. He was 5 seconds back. He's on the access road. Here's the leader who now has traffic in front. Here's Larson, bottom right. Remember,
don't go above that line.
But the access road is slippery. It's slick. You can't get the power down. So the 77 will have a run down the backstretch. Can Larson stay on the lead?
Larson stays on the lead lap, pitting under green.
By the 5 car, he probably could have been another second back. When we talk about 5 seconds, though, that's the perfect example. Larson services his car, rejoins the racetrack, staying on the lead lap. Another thing that'll be interesting, Larson was really quick, but stuck behind the 67 of Heim, Gibbs, a couple other cars who's still on the racetrack. As they cycle the pit road, does this present an opportunity for the 5 car to leapfrog a few positions and move forward in this race? You're at a real intersection. As we see Ty Gibbs, top right, come to pit road. If you're going to pit 4 times or more, come right now. That's enough fuel. That's all you need to put in. You save your fuel. But if you think you can somehow do those 3 very long pit stops with empty gas tanks, you stay on the racetrack. And that's why I think we're starting to get a little bit of this split. I don't love the 77 stuck in traffic deal, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, I would have maybe pitted Hocevar a lap or 2 ago now, because he is well up into the tail end of the field now.
This is why you crew chiefs love Indianapolis, because I just heard Billy Scott tell Tyler Reddick a moment ago, we're going to be out here for 10 to 12 more laps, so this window here in stage 1 is just so wide.
Ty Gibbs will stay on the lead lap. If Larson did, Ty Gibbs definitely.
Here we go. The 54 blending. The next car in sight will be the 5 of Larson, who has already pitted. Larson's got to get him, no problem. I'm going to tell you, he's going to be very close to the leader. Let's see. See the Larson. Look at the gap. Look at the gap that Larson has back to the 77 because of that traffic. Wow.
McDowell, Allmendinger, really good starts today. Both making
The top 10 or top 5 is going to be a lot tighter after these stops.
He's been struggling with loose overalls that's really edgy on the rear. Needs some more security, Marty.
AJ Allmendinger said on the radio, it just feels like I'm sliding around everywhere. Much warmer today.
AJ barely in his box.
The entire weekend. It's been a nice solid top 10 run for Colin Racing and AJ Allmendinger so far.
Top of the street, you saw the 77 come down pit road. Leader of the race now pitting. There's cars everywhere. Access road, racetrack, pit road. Here's the 7 of Suarez, the 45 of Reddick. Reddick and Suarez battling side. Oh, that against narrow on corner. Actually, look at this
Hamlin's
mess.
there as well.
Wow.
Over the top 3.
And Byron's thinking, I can outland myself. I've already got service. I need to get by these.
Damn, look at this shit.
Something happens. Oh, Hamlin squeezes 3 wide to the bottom.
This is outstanding. Coming to the corner. Meanwhile, 77.
Oh my God, they were actually racing there for position. Reddick, Hamlin.
Meanwhile, I think Luke Lambert started to realize, Steve, what you guys were talking about. We're losing way too much time in this traffic.
Hocevar, the leader on pit road. Slow stop. Well, they had to wait on gas. That's definitely going to affect Suarez and Hocevar. They ran longer than anyone, and Suarez might have been speeding. Suarez could have been speeding. A slower stop. Don't. The 77 almost got a damn track blend violation. And look how, yeah, there you go. Larson and Ty Gibbs ahead of Hocevar now. Denny Hamlin, Reddick, Corey Haim still running long. We'll have to see if Suarez was speeding or not. There was a chance he was speeding on entry. That's a hard pit road to get on because it comes up so suddenly. Before the pit wall even starts, you've got to be at pit road speed.
This weekend, it's like a poster card because there are so many things that go in to calling a race, and for now, it's Hamlin out front in the 400.
God, Hamlin, Reddick, Heim, and Bowman. They've all gone 40 laps.
News with NASCAR Driver Cam presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Access every in-car camera with driver data, multi-view, full team audio, and more. Watch NASCAR Driver Cam all season long only on HBO Max. Right near Chris Buescher at the Dolgalax onboard camera. I'm going to put stop here. Lap 39 scheduled service for the 17. A host of others in as well.
Bowman finally pitted.
Yeah, the fuel window 40 to 42, but don't forget pace laps here. Those don't count in the count, but they count in fuel usage. These guys a little bit short on this first one. Buescher pulls out in front of Custer.
I like that paint scheme on Custer's car.
Chastain back there. Connor Zillage.
The big interesting thing for me is these guys. Here we go, Denny Hamlin. I know the stop's going to be longer, but how much longer? Let's see what Denny Hamlin does and how long. Really focus on the fuel man. He is going to have to go to 2 cans. So the choreography is going to be everything is about fuel. The rear tire change will probably run around the gas man. He might even stand there and wait for the gas man to get done with the first can. Kyle Larson on the racetrack will easily bypass the 11th because he's got a much longer stop and he ran on both tires starting.
Steve, they will wait on fuel here for Denny Hamlin.
Denny gonna obviously have a long stop. They just pitted on lap 41.
I don't care about points this weekend. Just put me in a position to win this race. So this is very long here in stage 1, Danielle.
Old school 15.4 second stop. Tyler Reddick finally in. Lap 42.
The same way. Long by design. Wait on fuel. You heard it on the radio.
All these drivers making pit stops has cycled Larson up inside the top 15 as everything continues to
Blaney pitting.
Ryan Blaney also coming to get his stop. Here's the 45, Marty. Yeah, you heard spotter Nick Payne say waiting on fuel. He's going to wait as well here on the 45. Terrific long run speed, by the way, for that Toyota. He said the balance was a little bit free, but at the very, very end of the run got a little bit too tight.
Waiting on gas. What do you think? You run this long and then stay out into stage 2, maybe? Is that the plan?
These drivers now, mathematically, you pit. You're in a window to do this on 4 stops. How do they manage the rest of the afternoon? We'll continue to watch. And we'll also watch the top 7.
Last week's winner, Joey Logano, pitting.
Here comes somebody, because right behind that group is Kyle Larson, who was leading through the cycle.
Kyle Larson cycled through the lead. Gibbs second. Hocevar will be third when this cycles through.
What about the 22, Shannon?
Joey Logano has had some heartbreaks here at the Brickyard. He's finished second twice. We talked about his winning last week, put him in the chase contention. He has been clean in, tight and dirty air, and the tight is at the 230.
Tight and dirty air. You and everybody else, man.
Byron Jones also making a pit stop. He was really good in the early portion of this race a year ago. So when you look at the pylon, top 4 yet to make a pit stop. Larson has cycled back to the top 5, and he leads that original group that started making those pit stops under green.
Yeah, so the ones that are currently staying out, they absolutely have to pit. I'm the last one. Nemechek, Berry, Sidgwick on pit road. Now there is Kyle Larson right here. You wonder what you see behind him. Ty Gibbs behind him. Carson Hocevar. That's all 4 position on the racetrack. The 11 of Hamlin is going to be
Larson, Gibbs, Hocevar, Suarez.
What's the difference? Here's all the information that matters to these chiefs right here, right? So you look at what happens. You look at all the pit stops. The most important thing is total time. 10 seconds for Larson. 15 seconds for Hamlin. Well, why does that matter? Well, Kyle Larson got about 14 gallons put in his car.
Oh, Larson just wrecked. Oh my God. Larson just crashed.
Lead as High made his pit stop. First caution of the day for Kyle Larson in the Brickyard 400.
Wow. What a turn of events. Yeah. Looks like a blue left rear tire. Yeah. Saw this last year. Logano blew a left rear while leading. Freeze had a left rear in practice.
Cindric had a problem last year when he was out front.
And remember, the 5 had pitted about, what, call it 10 laps ago, I think?
Yeah, that's.
20. Yeah, even more than that. You're right, Bill. Just unreal. What a heartbreaker for the 5 team. I thought the best 16 laps. I thought the best car in practice. They were confident with their strategy. They thought they were in the best position to win this race. And have something out of your control.
And Kyle Larson blew a left rear tire, it looks like, and crashed hard. Gonna lose more ground in the points.
Yeah, shown 7th right now after the incident. You talk about the standings, Marty. This will make it 3 tough straight weeks for this 5 group with speed in the car as well. And Dale, they had just told Kyle Larson like a lap ago, start pushing the pace a little bit more so we'll know what to adjust to for our car later. And then this happened.
Think about what happened here a year ago. Trouble he had in Indy 500 trying to qualify for that race. And the struggles that he's had.
It was like, yep, Larson's gonna cycle through and be the leader here, and there goes the left rear tire.
You see the tire go out, you see the car spin down, helpless for Kyle. Nothing he can do. What looked like might be the day where he ends the winless streak. The struggle could
God, that's a fucking concussion and a half right there.
They're taking some of that energy out as he backs that car into the wall and really speed was right on board.
Back that ass up, but not like that.
NASCAR's done a lot of work to take some of the, some of the support and stiffness out of this body. You see the car, some of that crash energy. 2-3 years ago, that would have been such a tough wreck for him physically. We're thankful for the advances and changes made.
Did you see Cliff Daniels' face?
We see it for the first time on the program. Same reaction here. Disbelief.
Well, we were just getting ready to celebrate the way they had executed the early portion of the race. From 7th in the running order, they were going to cycle to the lead. And, Marty referenced the speed they've had, the tough summer it's been for that 5 team after they had put on the board 4.
I had a good laugh at his expense at Atlanta because the guy next to us was a douchebag Kyle Larson fan, one of those douchey ones. So watching Larson eat shit twice late at Atlanta was funny, but I actually feel bad for him. And then last week at Wilkesboro, it's bad luck as Illich hits him on pit road.
Came out, they were caught, just could never gain back the position.
Today, a blown left tire had a huge impact. It'll be a last place finish for Kyle Larson. We were talking so much about strategy, we talk about execution, we forget.
It's just not his year, ladies and gentlemen.
200 miles an hour at the end of the straightaway, that brings it back into perspective instantly.
You see the highs and lows. That run of top 5s they were on. 2 consecutive in 34th, 15th last week with the issues they faced on the track.
Opens up an opportunity to flip the stage here if you want, and I think the guys like Hamlin and Reddick and Corey Haim and Alex Bowman that ran super long can do 2 tires if they want.
Wow, this issue happened. But Ben, exactly where Cliff Daniels is right here, and it's helpless. Try to turn over every stone, look at every piece of data, give your car give your driver not only.
So Ty Gibbs is the leader.
But when you believe in safe car to drive, I mean, you leave your best friend out there, you don't want to do anything, and his mind is spinning right now on the information. He's bewildered. You can see the response. Now, if you're the other Hendrick cars or even the other Chevy teams, you are nervous and asking questions. What's going on? What do we think happened? Air pressure is easy, but what about toe, camber, other settings, fuel load, lap time? There's a million different data points that go into this decision. The teams will be kind of going to find home.
Flip the stage.
Now open. We will see if there's anybody that has to kind of change plans. I think the front likes what they're in the middle of, the front of the pad.
I mean, Ty Gibbs was the other guy that executed the green flag
Allmendinger, Chase Elliott,
Some
Pitt,
drivers here electing to come down.
Stenhouse, Chastain, SVG, some guys further back.
In this opening stage. And we'll reset where everybody is following the pit stop short run to the green and white checkered flag.
Somebody in the NASCAR ship posting group 7 minutes ago put, okay, how long till Larson spins out? And that was legitimately before the left rear went down and he crashed. What a day.
Straight Talk Wireless. Let's do Where's Mamba? Adam, how's it going up there? How's the booth? Everything good up there? You know? You need a caddy? Well, I got, our folks at TNT got me hooked up here. Guys, I'm over off the turn 2. This is hole 7. Actually, awesome view of the race. You can park up here and get your lawn chairs out and kind of hang out. Now, Steve, you told me that nobody can hold the green here. I got a bet for you. How about it? You in?
If you're the guy hitting the golf ball, I'm in.
Okay, I'm gonna tee off here. And if I can hold the green, you gotta sponsor my late model stock at Martinsville.
Whoa, easy.
I'll tell you, I'll put 100 in right now.
There you go.
100
Yeah, there you go.
All right, hang on, boys.
Oh, yeah, I want to see this swing. I've heard a lot about Mamba's game, and now he doesn't have a microphone, so this is perfect. Let's see. You got to practice swing. He's just gonna go right in. He's up a tee box. It should be at least tee boxes back. He's gonna miss it left. That's my prediction with as close as that face is.
He had those junior
Yep.
gloves.
Oh, yeah. He can get a bucket of balls.
That's right.
This race will finish before he hits that green. Yeah, no, keep trying.
We have Major League Baseball on the Turner Family of Networks. I'm waiting for a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
That is a strikeout.
Oh.
Coming right back on TNT.
Liberty Liberty. That's my name. I tell.
Long caution here. Big racetrack, long caution. 7 weeks away.
TNT is brought to you by Breasttree. Visit us at breasttree.com. And by Chili's. Free for me is the best $10.99 you can eat. Let's go to Shannon Spade.
Yeah, and I'm here with Kyle Larson to check out the infield pairs. Kyle, you guys have the car, the strategy. We did hear that the team has told you to start to push it just a little bit. Is that what happened, or was it something else?
We just had a tire that they locked down. I wouldn't say that pushing had anything to do with it. I was only going pretty much quicker than I had them sitting fuel, so just a little bit of bad luck, I guess. Yeah, just proud of the team though. I mean, we qualified 10th and did what we had to do to gain the track position to get the lead, and we executed that all really well. So still obviously a lot of the race left, but I feel like we were positioning ourselves.
Larson was in a very good spot to possibly win this race. It's unfortunate. I don't think it's going to be a good day for Hendrick. He was kind of the best shot. And it looks like we're getting a one-lap sprint for a stage win. One lap at Indy. So whoever comes off turn 2 is the leader's winner. Ty Gibbs is the leader. Hocevar way wide there in turn 1. That let Corey Hyman to second. Hocevar can't get back down to the bottom. Here's McDowell. Loose off of 2. And Hocevar struggling this one lap, not going well for him. Gonna go from second back to 4th. Ty Gibbs, stage 1 winner. Larson blew a left rear tire and it fell right into his lap. Great strategy too. They cycled way ahead of where they were before the pit stops. And now we have another 15-minute caution because stage cautions are stupid. I like the cars that pitted just now and are going to stay out here, which hell, I think these guys are going to stay out too at this point. Or they'll all pit, and the guys who pitted latest will do 2 tires maybe. It's good to be home. I had a long week. Fun week, but a long week.
He said it's been a long time coming.
Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, Toyota, let's go places, and by Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Stage one complete at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's a great day for it. This is just massive. We had Mamba down there hitting golf balls, and I guess that's what we call that.
Swinging at golf balls is what I would call it. It's 24 at William Byron and the 19 at Briscoe on pit road in a very lonely pit road. Shannon.
Hey guys, yeah, William Byron is going to pit for 4 tires, fuel, and air pressure. That car, Daytona 500 winner right there, looking for another crown jewel. Marty?
And I think the spot that these teams were in, like Chase Briscoe's team, they
Raise your hand if you forgot that William Byron's a 2-time Daytona 500 winner. Back to back, baby.
For much of that run, but it's a pretty lonely pit road overall.
Everybody pretty much stayed out like I expected.
But they have an idea of what they need. The crew chiefs are going to, the problem is
Preserving that
they're
track
on pace,
position,
one or two
Gibbs,
other
Hyman,
people
McDowell,
looking
Hocevar,
They're
Hamlin,
back there on
Suarez,
pace 5 or 6.
Busher,
Somebody
Reddick,
says,
Keselowski,
"Well,
and then
those cars
Bowman
are trying
10th.
to hit
Bowman's
their
having a good
guys
day.
in
Maybe
their
Bowman
specialty
can
playing areas.
pull something off for
Hoping
Hendrick today. I don't think we're going to get much help from Byron or Elliott on that front.
Todd Gilliland on pit road, really working on this car as he's unhappy with the handling. A couple other cars on pit road, working on handling that we mentioned in the first stage. We're struggling. Chastain, Austin Dillon, several cars with the opportunity to work on their car and improve it. It gives them a ton of track position, but it's necessary to go faster.
Free pass, second caution of the day goes to Ty Dillon. We'll have 35 cars on the lead lap when we go green in stage 2. Gibbs, Hyman, McDowell, Hocevar, Hamlin, your top 5 in the 400. Presented by PPG. You're welcome, Adam. Ty Gibbs played the strategy perfect, wins his 5th stage of the season. Pitted 2 laps before Carson Hocevar, allowed him to jump Hocevar in the running order. A lot of different strategies in the first stage, Jamie.
Yeah, Marty, it's really hard to keep up, but I think Steve's done a great job trying to explain all these different strategies. I think one thing that we need to note is that the answer answer changes about every 20 laps of what the right strategy is going to be. Corey Heim is the guy I've got my eye on. He's on the same strategy that Denny Hamlin's on, but did it 14 laps later than our leader. So in a great position. The guy that won San Diego earlier this year is in a great place for the Brickyard 400 now.
It certainly is, and I'm not sure if the viewers at home had a chance to see the spicy moment for SVG.
Spicy.
Drivers are funny. If our steering wheel is off a quarter turn, we want to fix it. Evidently, he left pit road early in the race to start the race and not in the right spot. He's taking another shot at it here, gets it wrong. He's messing with it, and oh, hello, grass.
That can't be. Oh, got it all situated now.
It was all planned. It was on the apron as he was trying to get up to speed, but I'm sure his heart rate went up a little bit.
I remember many moons ago, Dale Jr., when you had to race the car using the steering column because your steering wheel popped off.
Yeah, that's right. That's why when I think somebody in, I say put her in the back.
I just want to hear the radio, the colorful radio that probably existed from SVG in that scenario as we went on board there with Wendy on board camera. Here's the cues as we get set for our second stage.
Oh, well, Jimmy did a really nice job of setting that all up. Look at this opportunity for Heim. Here he is on the front row next to Gibbs. Good fortune for him. He led up Hamlin in row 2 as well. And I thought what he said right there is exactly right. If you're wondering where your favorite driver is, I'm getting text messages from friends who, what about my guy here and my guy here? And I'm like, look, the truth is, I have some opinions, but they're just opinions. We aren't going to know until we see how it all works. But what still matters most and what still reigns supreme in racing is what's getting ready to happen. I can put all the fuel in it you want. We can do all the strategy you want. But Dale, as a driver, I need you to be pedaled down on this restart, working with the spotter. We cannot go backwards.
Yeah, the best strategy doesn't matter if you're losing spots on these restarts. So all the drivers know how critical that is, and they're all going to have to be jerks. This is the moment where you, even if you're the nicest guy out there, you've got to be selfish, and you got to take what you can.
Junior's right. Time to drive like a dick.
Situations while you do it.
Fucking Cole Custer having a top 10 day. We're finally getting ready for stage 2 here. We had to caution for Larson, a 1-lap green flag run, and then another fucking caution for the stage. The 3 fastest laps of the race are Hocevar, Hamlin, and Bubba. Hocevar by a lot because he had that clean air early. So what happens when Corey Heim wins this race?
One thing that I blast over, and I apologize, the 5 reps, it was 50% of my breath away. But he wrecked by blowing that time. And all of these teams,
Yeah, watch them lift rears.
just a handle spin. So they might have made their pressure adjustment. Only bring that up because there's a whole bunch of crew chiefs that maybe they want to make. You don't know. So maybe it's nice for you, it's it. Maybe it isn't. But it's going to be something to keep an eye on.
Will you reference those guys that came down pit road first off in that group?
Oh my God, guys, it's Shark Week.
Prior to the choose. So you finish in the top 10 in the stage.
And I have 45 laps to go in stage 2 here at the green. All the front runners pitted back in stage 1. So there will be a pit stop in this stage for them. Green. Great push from McDowell to Gibbs. The Christian connection on the inside. Ty Gibbs and Michael McDowell. And McDowell into second ahead of Corey Heim. Gibbs launches out to a lead. Hocevar faring better on the inside line. The outside line killed him on that last restart.
Looking about the 10th row back, chaos back. Oh, here we go. We're going to
A lot of blocking going on back here. That was Zane Smith in front of Josh Berry. In front of Bubba, of course. Couple of cars, if they're on blocks, and almost got turned into the grass on the backstretch today. Allmendinger cut Chase Elliott off bad there. Oh. And Bubba makes a big move on Josh Berry, 3 wide down the front stretch. Now Zane Smith passing Raleigh Hurts. Bubba's about to fucking wreck. Bubba got really loose underneath the 21, ran way up the track.
Look at this move right here. They keep going and they. Wow, that was close. Josh Berry trying to get round two on the outside of turn three. On board bottom right with Bubba Wallace. What's this view right here? Oh, that was Josh Berry. That was
Bubba's like, been there.
Riley Hurst, down here in the O'Reilly Series a couple of years ago, into 35, under attack by his Toyota teammate Eric Jones. Bubba Wallace right there with him.
Where's Bubba? His team's got this car hand loaded better after some adjustments.
Bubba's finally gained some track position. Started, what, 30th? Up to 20th. It's a net gain through stage one. Take any gain you can get here. It's like I said, it's a track position strategy race. Got to pit at the right time. Got to nail the restarts. No mistakes on pit road. Hit your marks. And hope that people around you make mistakes. On top of all that, you're hoping for a lot here.
Up front, you see the gap on the left side, almost to 2 seconds. This stage, remember, 50 laps. Rinse and repeat what you saw that first stage. We're going to see a wave of cars pit about 30 laps into the stage. Some, they'll trickle in at different times. We have guys that need a little bit more fuel, like Osabar was just on pit road at lap 32, right? So he's going to have to do a little earlier. Start the race. Leader, he jumped way out to about a 2-second lead over second place, McDowell. High. Osabar, see that gap right there? We saw the same thing from Osabar at the start of the race. Try to get out there and try to manage that gap very comfortably while the rest of the field's trying to decide on how much fuel they want to try to save, how hard they might want to push. Can they take position away by chance from a driver who's sleeping behind the wheel trying to save gas? That's what I love. They're multitasking, right? But when you have a little distracted tasking by focusing on something else. Spire just has to be ecstatic with the weekend they've had so far. I know that the 7th is falling back to 10th, but all 3 cars in the top 10.
Can you believe the first car out of the race was not Connor Gillich and it was Kyle Larson? We have 40 to go in stage one. Chase Elliott's off the pace. He's got smoke. Is that a tire going down? Rear tire going down on Chase Elliott. He caught it before, unlike poor Larson. That's a right rear failure on Chase Elliott. So that's a Hendrick car. Did he get it cut down here? Oh, yeah. He cut up in front of Stenhouse and got turned into the wall. I can't believe that wasn't worse. I could see Chase Elliott fighting the temptation to just right rear hook the 47. Yep, right rear down and maybe some toe damage on the 9. You can't really tell because the outside of these cars don't show a lot of damage. Chase and his tire carcass make it to the pit box, so they stay green. Remarkably, they stay green. Bad day for Hendrick continues. Not a single car in the top 10 at the moment.
Stenhouse here, I want to take your attention to the pylon. Joey Logano up to 12. Right behind him, Ryan Blaney. Got the coin there. He's leading the in-season challenge battle right now. And I will say this too. Give some credit to those.
It looked like Chase just cleared himself in front of the 47 and wrecked himself.
Brad won here 2018. This has been an incredible track for him. 13 laps in to stage 2. Gibbs, McDowell, High, Osabar.
37 to go in stage 2.
Brickyard 400.
Savard made a move for third there on Corey Hahn. Wasn't quite close enough. Chase Elliott is back on pit road again with another flat right rear tire. Or is he just going to the garage? He looks like he's going to the garage. Yeah, Chase to the garage. Looks like he never left. I thought he went back out and came back in, but no, he never left pit road. He's driving to the garage. I figured there was more damage in that car than you could see from the outside as hard as he hit when he got turned across Ricky Stenhouse. Sorry, Chase. At least I get to laugh at all your retarded fans.
The next chapter premieres next Sunday at 9, 8 Central on TNT. Stay tuned for an exclusive sneak peek. 16 laps in, stage 2 of the Brickyard 400. Ty Gibbs is the race leader. Down to Marty Snyder.
Out front and in the wind because they have told
I said Ty Gibbs or Denny Hamlin. Those were my picks. Ha ha.
Ty Gibbs, Tyler Allen telling him that. So, Steve, we kind of have an A strategy and a B strategy. Ty Gibbs pitted at lap 30 for the only stop of the day so far, so that'll bring them to pit road soon if they wanted to make it a 4-stop race. Meanwhile, Carson Hocevar pitted at lap 32 in stage 1. Current thought for Luke is that he would like to jump to this track that Corey Hahn, Denny Hamlin, and Tyler Reddick are playing and try and go as far as he can on this run to get to lap 80-ish. Luke Lambert told me we can't go that far, but we can come close. So is that just part of the chess match here? Steve trying to decide which strategy do I want my driver on?
It's absolutely part of the chess match, and the concern is jumping strategies is very difficult because you're late to the party. Like the guy that's been planning it all day, he's on his strategies. Who's a cookie for Carson Hocevar wants to jump, but he can't get the lap 80. Very simply, what you need to know as a fan is he's at a disadvantage. So if that's the winning strategy, you're going to be so excited that you decided to get on it. But are they at too big of a disadvantage to overcome it? Only time will tell. Heim is leading what I would call strategy B, running third because he was on pit road when the caution came out. A lot of racing in front of us. But what I love to hear was for the 54 of Ty Gibbs, Dale, run and run hard. I love to just run that pace. Make everybody else push.
Second place right now, Michael McDowell, Shannon.
That's right, and he is on that same strategy as the guy that he is chasing, Ty Gibbs. Michael McDowell has been very patient in this race. When it first started,
Sister Christian of the
chasing
town is
down Kyle Larson, decided to just ride his own race and save his stuff. You mentioned, Adam, the rings that he has, winning here on the road course and, of course, the Daytona 500. He didn't want to see the road course go away, understands the prestige of this place on the oval, however, and has said if you have a car that is great and fast, you better take advantage of it. He's doing just that.
This place is so sensitive when you talk about the strategy, the execution, taking advantage of opportunity. McDowell doing that today.
If strategy was your drinking word and your watch party, you probably won't make the post-race.
Strategy is all this race has to keep it compelling. We all knew that coming in.
Every now and then they're trying to catch each other sleeping. Was looking a little bit left on the inside of turn 3 on McDowell. McDowell shuts the door. This 11 car, Denny Hamlin,
27 of Hosamar. You get the right toe down the back straightaway, you might be in a position to really challenge that driver and take a spot quickly.
Now, your judging talent is not in question with the different guys we've seen come out of junior motorsports over the decades. Let's talk about Corey. Like, am I undervaluing, overvaluing what we're seeing this young man do? Like, you see someone struggling. The guy was so good on Saturdays. Ty Gibbs took 100 wins, nearly 100 wins. Here we have Heim, who's won so early in his career, and then here he is running third at the Brickyard. It seems from a crew chief standpoint, this young man has a lot of the right things.
That, and he's with the right race team. He's with one of the race teams that has the most speed in their cars this year, and that will really make a young, talented driver like this shine. He can go out there. You don't know what you need the car to do if you've never driven a great race car that does all the right things. He's been behind the wheel of some good cars in his short career in the cup side, so he knows what he's looking for now when he goes to these racetracks, because he knows what the car is and isn't capable of. A young driver that drives a car that struggles, it's really hard to know what to ask that crew chief to do or what the car is even capable of doing.
I just thought it was so cool watching him celebrate on that aircraft carrier in San Diego after getting his first career win in his 13th start. He announces to everyone, it's Heim time. And just his ability to adapt to these race cars, because he comes back a couple of weeks later, he's top 10 at Chicagoland, and here he is running third, Marty, in the Brickyard 400.
Adam, this young man out of Georgia has just been so impressive. And I had a nice long chat with Corey earlier today. I said, what have you learned about the Cup Series? He said, man, the aggressiveness is way more than anything I've seen. He said he keeps telling himself, on restarts, either I put someone 3 wide or they'll put me 3 wide. I didn't grow up doing that, but I need to do it, and that's what I've had to learn here in the Cup Series.
Absolutely. That is the Cup Series today. You're the bug in the windshield, and if you don't make the move, somebody's going to make it for you, and it's more important today than any other race. On these restarts, that's when you're going to have the best opportunity to take positions away. And sometimes you hate to do that to your fellow race car driver. You hate to put them 3 wide. You hate to put them in bad spots. But you have to do it if you're going to be successful here.
Celebrate Legacy Motor Club. 42, John Hunter Nemechek inside the top 15. 14th in front of Christopher Bell right now, Danielle.
Yeah, he's got Bell stalking him, Adam, but a really nice run. He's picked up 3 positions since the start of the race. He was second fastest in practice. I asked John Hunter, how is Legacy showing up with 2 cars inside the top 5 at practice? He said, we're going to make up ground today. I don't know if it's me and Eric and how we can navigate this place, our car builds or setups, but I think it translates from Pocono. And as a company,
Daniel Suarez, the first to pit in stage 2 under green from the top 10. He was 10th.
Into stage 2, saw the 7 of Daniel Suarez peel off onto the pit lane.
Yeah, real quick on this 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. I think last year there was a little bit of scar tissue from hitting that wall and qualifying. That hurt his qualifying effort this year. Didn't want to make the same mistake, and that kind of got him behind. But doing a nice job recovering. You mentioned Suarez. Here he is on pit road. Focus on exactly how long this pit stop is, Marty, whether they went on fuel or not.
Starting to see the groups kind of split here. Daniel Suarez coming down pit road. Car still in a little bit of a slide. You heard the radio transmission a moment ago.
Your Coca-Cola 600 winner, Daniel Suarez. I was there. Looking for another crown jewel.
What's this pit stop tell you won't be open for everybody else here midway through the stage?
Well, I think it's the same thing, you know, if we're playing poker.
And Michael McDowell pits on lap 25, right at the halfway mark of the stage.
Now we see the 71, another Spire. Another Spire Chevrolet on pit road. 71 will come down here. I'm sure it'll be 4 tires shaking. It sounds like waiting on fuel.
That's exactly right. You guys heard it on the radio. Come on, fuel for the stop will be a little bit longer for Michael McDowell, who is running second. Great run for him today. He was fighting loose overall earlier in the race, and that car is fast.
Michael comes down. That cycle time is second. Hosamar now third.
Problem we have now is there is some Goodyear tire fall off. Remember, that's how the 5 ended up with the lead.
Ty Gibbs pitting.
Oh, here we go. I was wondering if this was the leader to come to get those fresher Goodyear tires, which is a little bit different shift from last year when the tires didn't seem to matter a ton. Ty Gibbs doing a nice job getting down to pit road speed.
Halfway through stage 2, the race leader says the time is now for my green flag pit stop. Corey Heim now takes over the race lead.
leader now.
That was potentially bad for 54. Great job, and look at when it pays off, right? Easily blends and stays on the lead lap. So I want to watch this fueler, right? On the right-hand side. He's gonna hand the stuff. He's gonna hand it back watch when he gets the second one. Man, they throw it like on his shoulder, and it's not. That's 110 pounds he's throwing around up there. That is super uncomfortable. That could easily get away from you. And he was the entire speed of the pit stop. Well done. Now I would tell the guy behind me, be like, work with me a little bit. I mean, play that a little bit easier. Don't quite toss it.
Talking about Corey Heim, leads a bunch of laps at Texas earlier this year, the win at San Diego, the top 10 at Chicago, and now on point in the Brickyard 400. Special moment for this kid from Georgia that will be full-time next year for 2311.
And he's kind of dropped the hammer a little bit as he dropped the Hocevar. Right behind Corey Heim, though, the 71 of McDowell trying to get himself back on the lead lap after having to come to pit road to get his stop done.
Last pit stop for Heim when he was on pit road and the caution came out for Larson at lap 44. Then you go back to Hamlin, who had made his scheduled stop in that first stage at lap 40. Marty talked about Hocevar and how they're playing the game. He pitted at 32. Maybe they're shifting their strategy. We'll continue to keep an eye on them. And when they'll make their stop here in stage 2. For now, the top 5, Heim, Hocevar, Hamlin, and Reddick. It's the Brickyard 400 on TNT. Atlas Motor Speedway. It's the Brickyard 400. Our coverage presented by Straight Talk Wireless. Corey Heim is the race leader. Michael McDowell right behind him trying to get back on the lead lap. There's second place Carson Hocevar.
This is fascinating. Oh, here we go.
Hocevar coming to pit road here. We're 2 laps past halfway now.
Run to pit road, which I like. Not but definitely on the conservative side.
And Chris Buescher coming behind him. We're riding with him here. They've had a really good day with the 17 cam. Let's begin our coverage with Shannon.
Chris Buescher was really disappointed with the day. He started 15th, did not think they maximized qualifying. He's been tight with some dirty air when he is in that traffic, so they'll bring him in to fix him up. Marty?
Kudos to Carson Hocevar to be able to keep pace in the 77. Also stretched the fuel to kind of jump to this other strategy. He said, I really like my balance, especially in 1 and 2. He's going to look to Jarius Moorhead, the tire carrier, who is going to point Carson out of the stall when they are ready fuel-wise. There you see Jarius from the car, and he's waiting on that point. There's the point. There's the signal. Got the fuel they needed. Heads back out on the racetrack.
Young driver, the 77, doing an A-plus job. The first little ding on the grade, I'm like, hey, man, let's not get rolling until we're ready to go. You can hit that front line with the gas can plugged in. That is a major penalty. He didn't do it, but I would just remind him for the next stop before it's an issue.
How aggressive is he going to be jumping up in front of the 67 here?
But here's the difference. The 67 of Heim, I believe, will lap the 77 right here. Now, look, the 67 still has the pit. 77's a little uncomfortable right here. He'd like to get his lap back as soon as he can, just in case we get an ill-timed yellow.
Did jump out in front of his teammate Michael McDowell, who has also scored 1 lap down. Suarez picks as well.
Yeah, Michael's been kind of hung up here behind Corey Hines. 77's going to push hard as he can to try to jump in front of the 67 and try to put some distance between.
Denny coming to pit road.
They're coming to pit road because this is not only keeping them a lap down, Dale, but it's also hurting their lap time. They're getting killed on lap time. Left-hand side, the 11, as you mentioned, on pit road. I believe this driver and team has been very calmly executing their plan today. I think this has all been part of the plan. He looks very reserved and conservative on the racetrack. Now it's time for the pit crew to kind of do their part. He told us in the pre-race, Marty, all the way down and installed 2 fine plans.
Yeah, what did he keep repeating in the pre-race show earlier today? It's all about just trusting the process, trusting what Chris Gale is telling me. Second stop of the day for Denny Hamlin. Sets him up to do it on 1 more stop today. So it's a little bit tighter this run, but he was in traffic a little bit longer. Here's Purcell, nod when it's full. There's the nod. Denny Hamlin heads back out on the racetrack.
54 goes through the frame. So that shows you what coming early does for Ty Gibbs. He's going to easily have the lead. I mean, look, it's going to be a mile away.
And the question is, Danny, who does he land in front of? I believe he beats the 77.
Corey Haim is racing the shit out of Hocevar to try to hold him up.
Denny's going to go by both of these cars, the 71, 77, during this exchange.
So basically, he's going to cycle to second. I mean, when everything began, Denny Hamlin was 5th. But by jumping in front of this group and Heim having to pit, that will put Hamlin second behind his teammate Ty Gibbs, I think, when everything cycles through.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 laps for the 77 trapped behind Heim. That's the difference that allowed Denny to go ahead and cycle in front. Those positions are race-winning positions all day long in this race. You can't give up even 1 spot on the racetrack.
And let's not forget the history between these 2 drivers right here. They do not like one another. They will tell you they do not. They've gotten into each other in truck races, in cup races. This was back on the right-hand side, back out in Naval Base Coronado. That was Heim. Off the front bumper of Heim was a 77 of Hocevar that got spun around, ending the chance of the 77 winning. This was just a relight of fuse that has been lighting for lit for years. And now here they are, and it really jumped out when I saw Heim make that aggressive block. I thought, it was really aggressive. I wonder if it's because of the guy that's behind him. Maybe he's happy. That's the guy he's holding up. That's the guy's day he wants to ruin.
And look at the distance it's allowed Hamlin to drive away as this battle continues. Not a battle for position. Certainly something.
Corey Haim is running as hard as he can to hold Hocevar lap down as long as he can. And it's helping Gibbs and Hamlin open up a big gap on Hocevar, which will be for position when this cycles through.
Waiting for the 67 to pit. I think right now I'm probably letting my driver go. I'm trying to maybe trying to calm it down. I don't think you need to push Hocevar. I'd be afraid of a mistake, getting frustrated. I'd probably flip to the other side. As much as I want him to go by, I'm more concerned with a mistake or an overdrive.
Here comes Alex Bowman for his scheduled service. Shannon.
Started the day 8. Alex Bowman just saying he feels stuck out there on the racetrack.
Hocevar still can't get by the 67. This car sucks, by the way. Hocevar on this fresh tire should be able to fly by the 67 and get his lap back. But these cars suck so much ass, he can't do it.
Heading for
these cars suck so bad
about
below
midway
roll,
down the back
period.
trailer and said, "You're going by on the outside."
Hocevar should be able to
And this has
fly
got to be
by
super frustrating for Hocevar.
Corey Heim.
I'm intrigued by what I saw out in front of him. You know, we talk about Gibbs and Hamlin, where they will
Corey.
fall in.
We're not going to win the race on
And
lap
get his
89.
lap back.
Corey Hines. So take care of your stuff.
But
11 to go this
these
time.
cars suck so bad on racetracks that don't have multiple grooves that it is physically impossible to make the pass, even when you're faster, just because the air is so turbulent and shitty coming off the car in front of you.
Never good for a race car driver. They need to be focused and
Period.
calculated. I love coaching your driver back. Survive to race another lap or another run.
And you see the result right there in just a half a lap. He's calmed down, backed up, getting his car in clean air. He's been up there full throttle, pushing as hard as he can.
Even with fresher tires, he can't make the pass because of the fucking air.
Clambert, crew chief Tyler Green, spotter. Talk a lot about teams supporting each other. It's a great example. Now we have Reddick on pit road. Marty, it's been an interesting weekend for the 45. Hated his car Friday, good at qualifying. Where does he stand today?
In fact, the quote Friday, Steve, was, I feel lost. I feel like I never raced here before. But he told Billy Scott, a half lap into the qualifying lap, I can already tell, way better. What a move by that 2311 crew to be behind the jack move for him. Said 1 and 3 look good, 2 and 4 lead. A little bit up, they're going to wait on him. He said overall balance was closer to neutral for that run with Tyler Reddick.
Reddick was 7th when the green flag cycle began.
Then he's
Look at
close
this
to
battle.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fun to watch. These two teammates.
Yeah, 10 to go in the stage. I expect the majority to probably come to pit road. Some might try to stretch it. There's some guys back that might try to stretch it, but if they can't make it, this will be for the stage run. I don't want to make it an emphatic statement yet because there may be some gambling on fuel, but this right here is telling the story. Most people come to pit road. Logano, Blaney, a couple Penske cars.
Yeah, Joey Logano, most recent winner, saying that the car is close. He'd like it tightened up just a little bit. But guys, they are going to go back on a right front air adjustment that they made on the previous stop, Marty.
The Team Penske Brigade coming down pit road at the Moss Man. Stage 2. Ryan Blaney said handling much better on that run, and the turn stayed with him the entire run. Next lap, Corey Hines will be coming to pit road.
Corey Heim going to pit this time, and that'll finally give Hocevar a bit of a break.
Scheduled service. He was the driver that ran it longest in stage 1, benefited from that caution. We continue to keep an eye on Ty Gibbs and Denny Hamlin, who have cycled to 12th and 13th on track with all those cars out in front of them still need to make a pit stop. Look at this. We start talking about the in-season challenge, and Steve, you look at where Todd Gilliland is. He's got that money chipped in there right now. He leads that battle after Blaney is made to stop, and we'll see what Gilliland and his team do as we wrap the stage. And here,
look at there.
Whoa!
Yes! The hurricane always delivers a story.
It was a bird out the day.
Oh, man. Outstanding.
Himes said I'm pitting, and Hocevar said I got your pit stop right here.
Oh.
I mean, unbelievable.
You gotta love the character.
Good effort for Corey Heim. He's led 21 laps now, making a pit stop, Marty.
Adam, you gotta wonder, was that just a shot at his rival, or was that him trying to catch a little draft up to 67 as he came to pit road? Corey Hines said the handling very good with the car. Could use a little more late run turn. That's the only complaint. They've been able to run long all day long. And he was 67 here with 8 to go in stage 2.
Up is John Hunter Nemechek in the race lead. Barry, Cindric, Briscoe, Priest, the top 5. How do they manage the rest of the stage?
It was entertaining. The 67 came to pit road. It was
So if a car is blocking you at
Hand
another
out the
track,
window.
you can just go around them on the outside or the inside of them
Thank you, buddy.
and pass them, period. But at Indianapolis, if you can't get underneath them, all they have to do is block you down on the bottom, and the turbulent air off of their car will lift your front end off the ground and make your car not turn worth a shit. Yeah, host of our flipped off Corey Haim there. That was funny. Apparently, Noah Gregson was running into Connor Zilic under the previous caution. And Noah cost himself 3 spots trying to get back at Connor. Shit like that is why Noah Gregson's not going to have a job next year.
For the Brickyard 400, because you're reminded of all the great moments before you get it done here. First race in '94. 30 years ago, we kissed the bricks for the first time.
Yeah, DJ and crew chief Todd Parrott.
How about Stewart?
Yeah.
Indiana guy, climbing the fence in '05.
Jimmy Johnson on that incredible run. Making the road, multiple wins here. You know, James Murray up now. Big win for him and his team. Last year, yeah, your call when you said it, the Brickyard belonged to Bubba. What a call. We've heard it all week long, Adam. It was an A-plus call. Oh,
Daniel Dye has spun.
Caution late stage 1, caution late stage 2, 78 Daniel Dye.
4 to go. This might be late enough. This could potentially end the stage. I'm not sure you can gather the field, open pit road, and restart the race. We'll see what NASCAR has to say. See what happens here. He's already spun around. Yeah, this looks like another left rear tire. See, it's off the wheel. Great call. Yep. Too bad for Daniel. You know, just a passenger at that point. Entering turn 3, one of the fastest parts of the racetrack. You do not want a low left rear tire there.
I'm with you, Steve. I mean, it was close, right? But we had the one lap shootout to end
I swear,
that opening stage. But
if they want Noah to stay, they can expect more of the same.
Probably going to be what ends this second stint of the day.
Well, you see a little bit of concern at the front of the field.
They did not show on television. I saw on Twitter
I don't believe they were going to stay on the
that
racetrack
Noah
for the
Gregson
race.
and
They're just
Connor
trying to get really close to
Zilic
stage end to pit. They have to be pretty close on their fuel as we close in. You know, when we completing lap 97. So
were
doesn't
mad
burn a
at
lot of
each
gas
other
going around under yellow, but you're also
earlier
not
in
going
the
very
race,
fast. So if you run out of gas,
and it
you're going to
looked
need to
like
get assistance
Gregson
back.
being a bitch.
Caution late in the stage.
Period.
For now, it's Chastain, Gilliland, Gibbs, Hamlin, and Heim, the top 5. You're watching NASCAR on TNT from Indy.
Yeah, Noah, I watched the replay on Twitter from the HBO Max cameras. Connor didn't do anything wrong. Gregson's just a fucking fat fucking crybaby. So, like he's always been. And he got all butthurt about the 88 being in front of him, and then he tried to wreck him and, like, got tight and lost, like, 3 more fucking spots because he's a dumb fucking loser. So, yeah, Gregson, that's why you're a fucking bum and you're never going to amount to anything. from what I saw, Gregson was just being a crybaby. Period. Connor didn't do anything wrong. Period. Noah got mad that Connor was like in front of him. Period. Then he tried to wreck Connor, but missed and shot up the track and lost 3 more spots because he's a dumbass, and that's why he'll be out of a job next year.
He's trying to run a particular strategy, right? You're trying to perfect your strategy. This is the scary part for, I think, a crew chief is these guys that are coming to pit road a lot, working on the car, they're going to sprinkle themselves, if not at the front of the field, but throughout the field at some point. Somebody's going to do something. Somebody's going to have a strategy where they're on pit road a lot, working on their race car, somehow luck into a yellow like this, and really throw a monkey wrench into some of the strategies like Gibbs, Hamlin, some of these other teams are running.
One guy that benefits here, Ryan Priest, they were 29th before the cycle. And as everything goes through, they make their pit stop. He's 7th. Needs stage points. He's going to get them.
But stage 2 is going to end under caution. Thanks, Daniel Duh.
Out in Indy will be the green and white checkered flag when we return.
Some things have a way of lighting up our world. Words. Moments.
This seems an awfully expensive way to announce a film. When do you start filming? Wait, doomsday? Doomsday? It's doomsday. Yeah, that's not shoot shot. It's in the can, bro. Look around you. Did you bump your head? So there's no additional photography, no overages, hot costs, any last minute issues. Question. Moving on. This seems an awfully expensive way to announce a film. When do you start filming?
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. I think Blaney has been consistently ahead of Todd Gilliland today, but not by a wide margin. Blaney's not having like a great race. Top 15, kind of.
In that top 5. Coming back to end stage 2.
Hey, Ross Chastain, we talk a lot about the gear that they're currently having. And this is not going to help them in the run to win the Brickyard. He's going to have to pit, lose his track position. But what can you do on days that haven't gone your way? He came in seems like a mile behind, but Hamlin's proved that if you get super hot, you can make them up. 10 stage points as a real chunk, especially when you look at those drivers around the cut line. Logano, Cindric, Jones, Priest, Keselowski, not a ton of stage points. Those guys run more in the peripheral. You talk about winning the stage, which we're hoping they can do if they can make it back on fuel. That's a big kind of jump in the points. That's 10 positions at the end of the race.
And you just don't know how that final stage is going to shake out.
We've seen them all here, haven't we? We've seen green runs. Casey Kane, I think we had, I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 30 overtimes. You never knew you could chase sunset in the Midwest in the summer, but we did. I mean, this race, you never know how it's going to finish.
BR Racing onboard camera with Todd Gilliland going to finish second in the stage. Right in front of him, his teammate Noah Gregson going to get the free pass here. That'll put 33 cars on the lead lap as we begin the final stage at Indy.
I keep thinking, what it would be like if Todd won $1 million. Todd would be
Wow, contract year. I mean, he gets that extension and boom. Castell wins the stage. Gilliland behind him. Great points day for Ty Gibbs, who wins the opening stage third here. Hamlin and Heim complete the top
Gibbs,
five.
Hamlin, Heim, Hocevar
Getting stage points.
to
And
start
I
stage
referenced
3.
Ryan Preece gets 4 points here. Came in below the chase cut line. Made that pit stop. Coming in at lap 96. We'll see if the 60 can make a run at it. They were top 5 here a year ago. As we wrap the stage, we do Where's Mamba?
Well, guys, I after that last little segment, I figured I should keep working on my game a little bit, and I found myself on the outside of turn 3. As you can see, there's a camera pans. I'm in the creek, looking for my ball, but I did find some of the remnants of the racetrack that we have here. So we actually found a brick. You can find this stuff in the creek, which is super cool. The bricks actually have a number on them. This one you can see it's like 2116, so it's stamped, so that's authentic. And then there's this other larger piece that was we think was paved over. And then when they ripped up all the asphalt and everything, they kind of threw in this creek over here. So as you're golfing and working on your swing and trying to find your ball like I am in the creek, you never know what other little trinkets you'll find out here. You know what I mean? Steve, you've been out here before, right? You've seen this stuff.
I have. I've seen it from a distance. I was trying to stand up on the grass area, but my man Dale Jr., you rolled the pants up, right? You
I
went
did,
down
yeah.
in there.
So I heard a legend that most of the bricks they pulled up this racetrack are thrown in that creek. They rolled them out there in the bed of these trucks and dumped them into the creek. Some of them are here on the front on the yard bricks, but a lot of them ended up back there. And I promise you, I found one myself. All the broken up bricks are near the top. All of the full bricks have sunken. They've been in that sediment in that creek for 80 years or more, and they settled 2 to 3 feet low in that sediment. So if you dig down deep into that creek, you will find yourself a full, authentic, 100 and something year old brick that was the surface of this racetrack for its early years.
You hear that, Mama? You're from the Northeast. You've been clamming before. We got to get those clam rakes out. Get down in that sediment for the full brick.
That is not what my part of the Northeast does. We're maple syrup, Steve. That's
You're Vermont. You're Vermont. I forget. I'm the coast. You're Vermont.
I'd say after you get done looking for bricks, maybe work on your short game.
So the 2 guys I picked to win are going to start stage 3, 1, 2.
Gilliland to pit road. Most of the leaders stay on the racetrack.
Steve said it at the end of stage 1. Pit road can be a lonely place in one of these strategy races.
That's pretty incredible. We had 2 stage breaks, and under the stage caution, I bet you can count on 2 hands how many cars come down pit road to work on their cars or take fuel. So all these other teams adhering to their strategy on the racetrack. And
AJ Allmendinger was also in. Ty Dillon making a stop. It all cycles back to Ty Gibbs, leading the Brickyard 400 as we get set for the final stage. He's up there with Hamlin, Heim, Hocevar, and Priest. We're coming back.
Fuck.
TNT.
TNT! Oh, shut the fuck up.
so happy the bird is back. Our generation, we would flip each other off just to say, hey, I mean, you can only get so many figures up and out of the window net, so I love it. Good or bad, it's great.
It's interesting. Hocevar's crew did a great job. They said, look, we're not going to win a race on lap 89. We're passing the brake. Take your time. We have a race car that can win this race. His crew did a great job.
Yeah, crew, interjecting what's playing out with the strategy is everything. And
So it's Gibbs, Hamlin, Heim, Hocevar.
Interesting to see how this plays out.
And then Ryan Preece and Michael McDowell. Eric Jones, top 10.
He's in the best position right now in this race. I can't wait to hear Steve break down the position all these guys are in.
Yeah, Stevie, give us a snapshot of what we're looking at right now as we start the final stage.
Well, we have 58 laps to go right here, guys, and I think it's the simplest. No more stage breaks. We know this thing could run green to the finish. Also, everyone in the entire field needs another pit stop. The question is, what has to be done under the pit stop? Well, here it. Chris Gale and Denny Hamlin broke it down for his driver. Give him a little synopsis of where we stand.
54 needs more fuel than us. 67 potentially could have a 3-second faster stop than us because they went deeper. So our goal is build as big a gap on the 67 before the cycle begins.
All right, so there you have it. Advantage over 54, but behind on 67. What does all that mean? Well, let's talk about it. Fuel needed. Started at 56 gallons. We put fuel in at different
I think
times.
Corey Haim's going to win it.
Needs dang near a full stop. 20 gallons. Remember, one can is 14. When you get in that second can, you slow down your pit stop. Denny Hamlin may or may not need a splash from that second can. We'll see how accurate our calculations are. Corey Haim only needs 11 and a half gallons of fuel. That could be a 2-tire pit stop. Booty Barker perhaps has done the magic again, has given his young driver a chance to steal one from his owner, Denny Hamlin. In my mind, this is down between the 11, the 67, and don't sleep on Carson Hocevar. Restart number 1, Dale, and then execute the plan, get the fuel in the car.
Yeah, that's going to be important right here to try to,
I think Corey Haim wins this.
on this restart. You see Freeze up there on the outside taking a road.
If I was Haim, I might have picked the inside there.
That allows the 60 of Freeze to go to the outside, gaining a road.
Hocevar learned his lesson at the end of stage 1 when he was up on the outside for a lap and lost like 4 spots. So he gave up positions to be on the inside.
That's the urgency on the 77. Freeze, hey, thank you, man. I'll take that extra.
I guess Haim's on the front row, but I like the inside a little better.
Every driver out there's kind of got that mentality going on right now.
Hamlin wanted the inside lane here. He'll go behind his teammate Ty Gibbs. The time on the front row.
Everyone else in the field for round on board. The Wendy's camera here with SVG. All these cars in the back, they're just trying to make something out of nothing. Hardly any of these cars have a real shot to win this race. They're going to try to gain as many spots as they can during restarts like this. And a lot of opportunities. 34 cars on the lead.
Okay, 34 cars on a lead lap. It's crazy.
Gibbs and Hine on the front row. They've combined 54 laps today. Final stage of the Brickyard 400.
56 laps to go. Gibbs, Haim, Hamlin, Preece. Hocevar's going to go 3 wide under Hamlin. Hocevar's going to go through it. Nope, he stayed behind him. Hamlin went a little low to protect in case he kind of expected it. Haim and Denny could be the race for the win because I just feel like Ty's going to need, too much gas. Gibbs is going to need too much gas. Unless he can get out here and open up a really big gap. That would go a long way. Haim blocking Hocevar again.
Red number 60. Suarez peeking out the line into turn 3.
Hocevar's going to be seeing red. Same car in front of him again with a block.
All 3 RFK Fords inside the top
Josh Perry gets to the outside of this. About runs into Blaney. Yeah, Briscoe's there. You got Blaney. You got Byron. We talk about Barry. What a shuffle here.
I wish Corey Heim could have got into second in front of Hamlin, but
You're Blaney. You want to make sure you take care of your car in traffic. You've got the advantage right now when it comes to the in-season challenge.
3 wide right here. Oh, Herb's down into the corner.
By the give and take. How about Shane Van Gisbergen getting with it?
He takes a free spot right there. Herbs buries it again, side by side off of 2 here. Further back in the pack. A lot going on.
the 38 almost wrecked once today, throwing a bad block on the backstretch. You missed it.
Ryan Priest, right in fifth. Get an update there, Danielle.
Holding steady in fifth, Adam. Yeah, off of that restart. Here's his crew chief, Derek Finley. To the finish.
We are in great shape for our next stop. If there's a caution, doesn't matter. We didn't like you need to finish the race from here. One more stop with one team. So
Priest is in good shape on gas, but I think he's going to be slightly too far behind to fully take advantage of that. I think Corey Heim is in the best position. Hamlin obviously in a good spot because he's in front of Heim, but he's going to need more gas than Heim, I figure.
Well, and every time
And it doesn't look like Hamlin's saving any right now because he's all over Ty Gibbs.
running numbers, you're going through all the scenarios, but here we are, final stage, right in the game.
Yeah, and that radio is exactly what we're seeing out of Priest as well. He is in the same situation as Heim. A real chess match out there.
McDowell 6,
We're not the only ones listening into that radio.
Nobody has been able to pass for the lead today legitimately. Whoever gets the lead on the restart has led every lap thereafter. The only time the lead changed hands was because of pit strategy. Hocevar lost the lead because he ran long in stage 1, and Gibbs and Larson leapfrogged him because they short pitted. And there was over a second of fall off. That's been the only lead change today.
he has no idea that's happening. He's a wreck right now.
Now Travis is going to get back, and his order rate's going to say you had 100.
So whoever's the leader
We don't know where you went.
is going to be the leader.
By myself,
Hamlin's definitely trying to put that to the test right now.
it's all on the line. It's right there in front of you.
It's going to be fascinating.
Damn, Ross just threw a nasty block on Ty Dillon.
Expect this to happen.
Killed his own corner injury.
Right away. As soon as you can make it to the end, you're going to want to push. Like a road course, you're going to run it backwards. Oh, Dylan got loose right there. Chastain says, all right, I'll take the spot back. This is a battle for 28. Pretty entertaining.
Woo!
It's right down the boulevard. Todd Gilroy.
Gregson's like, ooh, let me race for a meaningless position.
Chastain.
Yeah, Blaney is ahead of Gilliland, but not by the margin you would think. Gilliland 28th, Blaney 19th.
Double shots through there. They played 9 holes earlier in the week on Friday afternoon. I asked him how they did. He said, man, I shot 42. I said, how'd Noah do? He said, man, he had fun. He didn't get a number out of Noah.
Ty Gibbs, the race leader. The Brickyard 400. It's not
That Brickyard 400. a random caution at a specific time could flip this anyway. But right now, I'd say Heim, Hamlin, maybe Gibbs can cling on to third over Hocevar, but it'd be close. I know Hamlin's got the position on Heim, but I like where Heim is at fuel wise and when he can stop and have a much quicker pit stop. And if he short pits, oh, he's got him. If he beats them to pit road, he's got him. Oh, Dylan, I was saying earlier, I love the Brickyard 400 and love that it's back. But for all the boomers that complained about the Indy Road Course, this is what you asked for, and you knew that you knew the Brickyard 400 was going to be exactly like this, just like it always fucking was. So everybody that bitched about the road course, too many road courses, bring back the Brickyard 400. Like, okay, hope you're getting what you wanted. Hope you're getting what you wanted. the weekly Larson spin. Caution. Caution.
Did you hear all those pieces of paper get crumpled up and thrown away on top of the pit box? This is absolutely worst case scenario for Ty Gibbs. It looks like some debris on the racetrack. And the reason I say that,
really close for everyone on the window. I suspect everyone's break this one. We're going to have to be saving some fuel.
let's translate everything.
Debris.
Not blowing around.
Debris.
Metal. It looks like plastic on the edges. Oh, you know what that looks like? It looks like a hose cap. Like on the 3-inch hose, sometimes it's a piece of carbon or aluminum that could easily cut a tire. So that's why we have it yellow. Let me just set the stage right here.
That is an old school debris caution. Questionable at best, but
The reason I say it's worst case for Ty Gibbs, we've already said he needs the most fuel of anyone. You would love to do that under green. The field is spread out because extra time on pit road needs the biggest penalty right now. Still big advantage for Heim. I think this brings Priest right back in because he'll be able to really leapfrog those guys with a shorter stop. So, and you heard really close on fuel. So I'm not even sure they can make it to the finish. So you can't really get like you're gonna have to fill your car all the way up here. But they all come on the pit road together as opposed to seconds apart under green flag stop. So for Priest, who doesn't have to take as much fuel as the rest of these cars, this is their chance to take control of the race. Yeah, exactly. Like a 2-second advantage. He may have got him to third, but I don't think he could have jumped to 54. Now he's going to come in 4 car lengths behind. He's going to absolutely. I'd be shocked if Hines not the first car pit road, Priest second. The trouble, though, is a lot of cars won't be taking in full sales. There'll be a lot of cars exiting stalls while others are entering stalls. And you get them off.
you think Ryan Priest here? Anybody want to try 2 tires? It's Indy.
Because you know what?
I'm begging somebody to try a 2-tire stop.
I know everybody thinks they're in their window, but I'm, Bubba Wallace, run 20. I'm just going to stay out. I'm going to run 20 more laps, fill my car all the way up, put some fresh tires on then, and hope for a bunch of overtimes, right? We've seen that here before, too. Like, who can just find a way to give the driver a chance?
I'm begging somebody to try 2 tires.
Big finish coming here, a weekend off, and then the season continues in 2 weeks' time at Iowa. Saturday, August 8th, practice and qualifying on True TV. The rest of the year, the run in the regular season, and of course throughout the chase and Cup Series race coverage.
So next Sunday is going to be a rare Sunday where I have absolutely nothing going on.
Who will be crowned the 2026 champion?
Well, I'm excited to continue with my friends at USA. Dale, I know you're going to go back and just continue with the races on Saturday, and Adam will be calling them from the CW booth. So we'll all stay busy. It'll be fun to continue on. This racing's been so good. That short
You have to pit here and hope that you get a caution to save enough to get to the end after this. Or maybe you can stretch it. Who knows? We've seen crazy things happen with fuel mileage. But I am begging someone to either stay out or do 2 tires. 2 tires would be where I'm at. I don't want to stay out because then you're just hoping for cautions, and we just haven't had cautions today. Really, and the Larson tire failure, the Daniel Dye tire failure, and then the debris caution, and that's it. Long green runs today.
First time ever. A 1, 2, 3, 4 sweep in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Big pit stops coming here. Ty Gibbs lead them down.
Yeah, JRM was 1, 2, 3, 4 yesterday. Where was Sammy Smith?
Window.
2 tires. Somebody that's not a serious threat needs to do 2 tires. Bubba's not in his box. Bubba's fucked because Bubba didn't even get in his pit box all the way, so that's a penalty. So I was hoping Bubba would be the one to get 2 tires or something, but Bubba's going to run 30th now. Hocevar's not in his box. Hocevar's not in his box. He's on the line. Hocevar's on the line. Corey Heim won the race off pit road. Slow start. 2 tires. There you go. 2 tires. I told you.
Outside the top 5 before you see Ryan Priest there, who does get 4 tires, and right behind him it was Bowman. Here's the race off the pit lane. Heim in front of Hamlin.
That's a hell of a race off the pit road, but why does the 60 take the 4 tires? There was their chance to basically take the lead of the race scene.
I agree. Oh man, crew member contact on the 20.
Oh my God.
How narrow this pit road is, but I'm with you, Dale. Man, that's a scary situation. I've been one of those guys before. Those cars do not give. I agree. Unless they think those fresh left sides are going to make a difference. I haven't seen it yet today. I really think that Priest, he's going to wish he had one back. I could be wrong. Only time
Joey 2 tires is back. Yeah, Joey took 2 tires.
Yeah, for Bubba Wallace, it was right sides and fuel only. Then you saw Bubba overshoot the box, have to back up. And Stevie, remember, not only are these some of the long as well, makes it very challenging up and down pit road for these drivers.
Yeah, it's hard to jump out. It gets very narrow. Seems like everybody's up. Hopefully they're all okay.
I think Hocevar is going to get a penalty for pitting out of the box because his rear tire was over the line.
Brickyard 400 problems today. We're back in a moment on TNT.
I said I am begging somebody to do 2 tires. Now the problem is, so you got to have enough gas. I liked where Corey Heim was, and then the 2 tire stop put it over the top. I'm not surprised the 11 team were aggressive because Denny said he told his team at the start of the day, I don't give a shit about points. He got stage points today, but he said, just give me the strategy that's going to get me the track position and I'll win. David Land said, maybe I'm crazy, but telling the race teams you're going to throw 2 cautions on purpose during the race will create a ton of fuel saving. Gibbs pretty much had to take 4 tires because they needed to wait on gas. So, Heim, Hamlin, Logano, LOL, Bell. This guy pointed out there was a total of 26 minutes between Larson's wreck at the end of stage 2 and at the end of stage 1 and the green flag dropping in stage 2. There was 1 green flag lap of racing in that entire 26 minutes. Stage cautions are aids. If Logano wins, you're putting 50 on him to win the championship. I like Corey Heim here, but Hamlin has done some magical shit in these situations lately. But he's on the outside. The inside's been a little bit better all day long, for the most part.
Look at all them cheating Toyotas.
Poor Ty Gibbs is way back there now, and Hocevar had a shit. Hocevar didn't get a penalty. I thought if your tire was over or on the line, you got a penalty, but I guess the rule's different now. It has to be like completely out of the box, but still, Hocevar had a terrible stop, and they did 4 tires. All right, 42 to go. Is this one of those Brickyard 400s that's been pretty tame and then turns chaotic late? Heim's got a good pusher behind him here on this restart. Joey is a very good pusher. He's as good at pushing as he is at blocking. I bet he jumps out 3 wide here. I told you! I told you! He tried it! And that cost Heim the lead and gave it to Hamlin. Well, that's the race. Oh, man. Goddamn Logano forced 3 wide and cost Heim the lead and gave the race to Denny Hamlin. Oh no, Blaney! Blaney, Todd Gilliland's gonna win $1 million! Todd Gilliland's gonna win $1 million!
Where's the Grillo man? He's coming, Steve. Todd Gilliland is not even sure what he's gonna see if he sees that 12 car.
Gilliland's gonna win the $1 million!
What an upset we could have. Caution number 5. And this is helping everyone's fuel. Remember, we thought they were outside their window. They're right now, they're coasting, engine shut off, doing what they need to do. And that, 3 wide, down the back straightaway. Huge mess.
I told you Joey was gonna go 3 wide. That cost Heim the lead and let Hamlin just rip the outside and take a wide entry into the corner, and he was gone. Okay, so I told you, I said Logano's a good pusher. He's gonna go 3 wide.
I think he's going to stick with his
And there he goes. He goes through wide, and Bells gives Hamlin a nice shove.
That allows Denny easy access into turn 1 for the lead.
Look at Denny go. And then Keselowski's blocking the 45. And then Reddick just fucking takes him out. Oh, and then the RFK cars stack up. Everybody blocking. Busher's blocking Bowman. Priest blocking Busher. Hocevar 3 wide up the middle. Oh, don't tell me. No, that wrecked. Nemechek. Nemechek ran through Blaney and just wrecked him. And then they just chain reaction on the bottom. Connor Zilic made it through the wreck. There was a wreck, and Connor Zilic made it through.
It's aggressive. There's no doubt. He dove it in there. Blaney's not going to like it, as he shouldn't. But if you're John Hunter, if you're Jimmy Johnson, I believe you need your driver at that level of aggression.
So you go down in the garage. Everybody tells you all weekend, if you're going to make hay,
I was watching Hocevar to see if he caused it, but he got clear of it, and then Blaney just gets run over by Nemechek.
Good work from the spotter right there for the 12. Giving him great information. 10 feet away. 40 down to the corner, maybe gets up the track just a little bit. It's just real tight, not room for 3 wide.
Austin Cindric able to sneak by. Comes in on the chase cut line.
Big contact for Casey Mears and the 35 there late.
John Hunter, too. He hit harder than I thought. You said it, though. Really good spotter communication. I thought he was consistent with the 3 wide. I mean, it all happens to a blink for Blaney, but
Let's listen to radio from the 42 John Hunter Nemechek.
It's 12, I'm sorry. The middle was open. I stuck my nose in there and he kept coming down. Like, just slow down fast enough.
I think that's true. I thought he was going to fill that hole. Now, the result is, let him know we're not happy about it.
Gilliland is probably going to win the million. Still time left for some shit to happen, though.
Blaney's in, Marty. Run at him at that end of the radio when Ryan Blaney is at 42.
It's every week with him. We heard that after the damage. Blaney said the wheel is to the right.
Blaney's steering is off to the right. On top of the aero damage on the right front. I think Gilliland's car is pretty clean, so.
In this caution that creates our fifth yellow of the day.
Todd Gillen has a front row seat right here. Just in front, you're going to see the wreck on the racetrack. The 34 just to the right of your screen.
Gilliland gains how many spots here?
Oh,
Oh, that almost got him.
$1 million miss right there.
I gotta tell you, when we saw the onboard looking into his eyes, I mean, it was like you almost he was aware of what had happened and the opportunity that's now in front of him to see the drivers involved in the crash. Let's go down to Danielle.
Adam, I asked Todd Gilliland this morning, do you want to keep track of where
So yeah, we have a off week this coming week. What am I gonna do with all that valuable off time of not watching cars go in circles for a week? Football is near. Everybody will be at camp this week, right?
Weekend off. I think these drivers are going to use it. Recharge, refresh, get ready for the big push.
And you want to win before the off weekend. Extra time to celebrate and enjoy it.
Save gas. This should be the caution that gets everybody to the end.
How about Christopher Bell started this race 23rd, currently in third? I told you guys at the beginning of the race that Adam Stevens said strategy was going to be the way that they could get track position. This is a big race for Adam Stevens, obviously for most drivers. His eyes just absolutely lit up when I asked him about this place. Take this into consideration. He has 4 total Cup Brickyard wins, 2 as a race engineer for Tony Stewart, and then of course 2 with Kyle Busch. He told me, I used to watch this race as a kid, loves coming here, and would love to get another one with his jersey. Marty?
Shannon, how about another new player in the top 5? Indiana's own Chase Briscoe sitting in the 5th position, and James Small, the run before they pitted a moment ago, lap 116, kept telling Chase, hey, we're going to be in the best fuel position of anyone. They took right side tires, only 1 can of fuel to get them to the end. And Adam, as a fellow who
I think now gas won't be a problem to the scheduled distance, but yeah.
would get home to victory today. 31 years old from Mitchell, Indiana, small town in the southern part of the state, 90 minutes from the racetrack. Grew up rooting for Tony Stewart. His dad was a racer. I saw him in the garage today. His dad Kevin looked at me and said, hey man, back home again in Indiana. You know, they want to celebrate tonight.
Let's go back up front to that 11 car, Denny Hamlin. Listen to some radio.
He was at 20 and asked him for the same thing, please. Please, let's work together here.
Just saw what happened with 2 cars that did work together. Hahn and Logano on that last restart. He's saying, hey, like the team with Christopher Bell, I'd love to have a repeat of that.
Heim's going to have to get a push from Logano again, but this time Logano's not going to have anywhere to go because it's going to be on the outside. Because it'll be Hamlin inside, Heim outside, Bell inside, Logano outside. That's how it's going to go here. So now Logano will just have to straight up push Heim and not have anywhere to go because if he goes to the outside, it's just going to hurt him.
If he makes a mistake on a shift or anything happens, he's got to try to take opportunity, right? For the most part, I
Still not getting the one to go here. Or are we?
assuming that they're both going to be on the
Nope, we're not getting the one to go here.
inside. So Heim now is on the outside. He's going to try
Oh, yeah, we are. They turned the lights out. That was a late call for one to go.
well on that last start. But now being on the outside line, I think Joey's more committed to pushing than trying to make it 3 wide. So
Joe Gibbs Racing 1, 2, 3 in that inside lane. Hamlin, Bell, and then Briscoe.
and then Bradley, the other 2011, so it's a Toyota train on the inside of it.
And then it's a Ford coming with Toyota in the outside lane. And Keselowski up
Let's
there.
take it right here.
So Ford, feeling good about themselves right now. It's been well documented. They just had a manager at the high-speed racetrack. Logano was an absolutely monster performance last year.
Gibbs, I agree with you on Gibbs being the worst running JGR car right now is crazy because he's dominated the race. I think Ty Gibbs has been the best car consistently through the race. One Chevy in the top 10. They got host of ours scored 10th because of the choose.
You know what? He is in the hunt every year here. It's just remarkable how consistent Brad is at this racetrack.
Brad should have won the Brickyard 400 2 years ago. The one where Kyle Busch wrecked late, sent the race to overtime, and Brad run out of gas, and they red flagged it for fucking 35, 40 fucking minutes, and then they go back green, and Larson takes the white, and fucking Briscoe or somebody, or no, it was Priest, like wrecked on the backstretch and got stuck, and they had to end the race under caution any damn way. Remember that race? Brad was going to win that Brickyard 400 in the 6 car. He won it in 2018 driving for Penske. He passed Hamlin coming to the white flag, if I remember correctly. In a underrated Brickyard 400. The 2018 Brickyard 400 was a good race. It happened on a Monday, so nobody remembers it. I guess we're not coming to the green. They called it off, and now nobody's double wide again. So.
Strategy was your word. Take one more gulp, grab a glass of water, so you can stick it through the end. Because I think the strategy's over. Now it's just about who has the best car. And there's a reason why we talked about the driver. As a crew chief, I love that I give my driver a chance. But in the end, the superstar is now going to have to keep the belts tight and find a way to get these last 34, 35 laps done.
Okay, now we're doubled up. 1 to go.
They just told Joey Logano that caution should buy them a green-white checkered, so it sounds like they are good. But Adam, you were talking about just how important this race is for Team Penske, under Penske's drivers. When you walk into those haulers in the morning before the race, you can feel how much this means to these guys. Joey Logano told me this is the Augusta of racetracks. He said the open wheel guys have won many, many times, a lot of times, and these guys, they just haven't gotten it done for Roger Penske. Joey has had his heart broken at this track. He's finished second twice, and last season they played strategy right, were in the position late, and had a tire failure. He said that was the one that really stung right now.
Shannon, I can't help but think about Denny Hamlin right now. He has come so close so many times here at the Brickyard. 4 third-place finishes. This would make it so Denny Hamlin gets all of the crown jewel races. He would complete the Grand Slam. And Dan, when I asked him earlier this week, would you kind of be calculated at the end of the race, or would you willing to be a little bit desperate to win this one? He said, I would lean towards desperation. This one means everything to me. So kind of put me in that mindset, Dan. What's going through Denny Hamlin's mind right now before possibly the final restart of the race?
Well, I feel like they've done everything the right way. He told us on the pre-race that they wouldn't jump off of the path. They wouldn't jump off of the traditional strategy. They were going to go by the plan that seemingly was the right one last year. And it gives them another chance to be in position to win this race. It's up to Denny now behind the wheel. No more coming to pit road. No need to save fuel. It's all on him. And against the rest of the field.
No need to save fuel under green anyway, but if there's another caution, you'll be saving again.
Won 3 in a row early in the summer. And Mr. Care about points today. It's all about getting this guy to victory lane here, and he's in charge of the field as we return the green flag with 34 laps to go. Man, it gives me goosebumps. Talking the pre-race about how special this place is. Talked all day long about how hard it is and all the things you have to do.
God, this caution took forever.
One of these cars, anywhere in the top 6, 8, or 10. Man, there's something.
I think they said Denny's finished third like 4 times here, and he has 1 second-place finish here. Second to Brad in 2018 and like 4 third-place finishes. He was leading late in 2020, had Harvick beat, and the right front tire went down. You were here, I think. We were streaming that. I'm pulling for Corey Haim, to be honest. Hamlin winning's cool by me, but I'd love to see Haim win again. Yeah, Joey. Once again, Joey is a great pusher. And this time, Joey had nowhere to go, and that's going to get Haim in front of Hamlin. Haim got it back. Oh, Hamlin got to his inside. Haim's blocking. Oh, you're going to get wrecked for that. Oh, Denny cut him a little bit of a break. Oh, man. Oh, Logano to the inside. Hamlin had to block Logano down to the grass. Don't let Hamlin and Logano get into it and undo all that goodwill they were showing each other last week. And now Briscoe's to Hamlin's inside. Hamlin's having a terrible run here. And Briscoe up to fourth. I think Hamlin did too good of a job and lost his push from Bell. And then I thought Hamlin was going to get it back right here, and Corey Heim put him on the apron. There's still 32 laps to go, and we're talking like the race is over, even though it probably is. If it goes green, it's over, and Corey Heim's got it, right? But, like, that just shows you how weird Indy is. One bad restart from Denny Hamlin put him from the lead to fifth. Blaney's only 1 second behind Gilliland, yeah. Blaney's wounded, though. He had a lot of aero damage. Said his steering wasn't quite right. Still 30 to go. That's a fucking eternity. You ain't getting by that 22 car. You ain't really getting any. You ain't getting by anybody at Indianapolis. Oh, Hamlin's telling them to tell Briscoe to back up to him, and he will push him down the straightaway to get Logano. That's what Denny's angling for there with the 19. He's like, back up to me, and we can just push by the 22 maybe if they work it out right. I don't think Joey's got the speed to hang with these guys, but that dirty air here, Joey's probably going to get a top 5 finish if it stays green. He obviously doesn't have speed because Heim and Bell have just driven the fuck away. If Corey Heim does hold on and win this thing, That's two really cool wins to have at this point in his career, and he's not even a full-time Cup guy yet. At least we know now he will be a full-time Cup guy next year, and obviously he deserves it. He is a Cup driver, dude. Lawsuit!
Court-mandated victory.
I'm kidding. I'm not one of those dumbasses who actually believes that, for anybody who's new here.
Misses the bottom. A little right there. You missed the bottom on the restart, which is why Hamlin had a run that he had to block. So that's the second time 67 has not hit his mark. Danny told us on the pre-race he missed his mark by 1 or 2 feet, and it ruined his chance at sitting on the pole. If you're Bell,
He loves to sit on poles.
quickly before
I see people tuning in for the final laps today.
he is not slow. He just
Oh, they said Blaney's faster than Gilliland even after the crash. He's 3 positions behind within a second of Gilliland for the million. They did a really good job patching the 12 up. Man, these cars are durable. They're kind of too durable. I'm with Junior. I didn't think there was any chance whatsoever, especially in dirty air, that a car that's that beat up could make any time whatsoever. I thought he would just kind of stay where he started, which is what everybody does here, but especially him with that beat up car.
67 continues to lead, but he has missed the bottom a little bit. Let's listen in to 67 about his handling.
Corey says he's fighting loose, but all you got to do is put your car in the corner where Bell's car is, and he cannot pass you. He will not pass you without help from behind. Joey Logano's almost 3 seconds behind. You're good. Hit your marks. But I can see he's a little loose. You can see it stepping out on him a little bit when he's in the center of the corner, while Bell's car is just stable. It's time for a lesson. Yeah, we're going to see the same damn thing we always see. Just like Chicagoland with Briscoe and Bell. Remember Briscoe and Bell at Chicagoland? Like, oh, Bell's there. And then there was a lap car on the bottom, and then that was it. And at Indianapolis, it's even fucking worse.
I talked to crew chief Moody Barker on Friday during practice, Adam, and he said, I'm not going to be worried at all if we have a shot to win this race, even though Corey is not full-time in Cup yet. He said he did the wheel force test here earlier and had a lot of symptoms, picked up data from his teammates very quickly. He said, if we qualify well, and we're a part-time team, so our draw typically isn't great, but if we can qualify well, I don't see any reason why we couldn't win this race. They qualified 7th, and they're in the lead with 24 to go.
Bell keeps closing. It's the same thing we always see. Bell's a little better because his car's more stable, but that dirty air is just the difference. But you can see Bell ran up off the bottom just a little bit to try to help his aero situation. He was like just a half a car width off the bottom.
23 to go. In this situation, I just can't help but think some of the heartbreak that Christopher Bell has dealt with here in 2026. 5 runner-up finishes, 4 of those coming in the last 9 races. And you think about what this team is over.
It has been a very trying year for Christopher Bell.
At Michigan and how they have
Very trying. Every Gibbs car has a win except for him. He's got a broken wrist, handful of second place finishes. And I would say this is the best Ford has looked on a high-speed racetrack this year because Josh Berry is 7th. Josh Berry is just straight up 7th. Starting to get loose, and there's still over 20 laps to go. Logano's picked up the pace. I think it's just because Logano fell back and had clean air to make good time, and Bell got held up a little bit by Heim, and Heim's car is starting to handle poorly. So Joey's cut that lead down to right under 2 seconds again. It was over 2.5 seconds. Hamlin just drove it down in there and got tight behind the 19 like we always fucking see.
Keselowski back there closing in. Josh Berry closing in.
This race just means so much to both Briscoe and Hamlin because we talked about Hamlin, wanting to check the box, complete the career Grand Slam, and get his first victory in Indianapolis. And then we said Chase Briscoe's from Indiana. He said, I would trade all of my victories in to get a win at this place. So there is no giving. Just over 20 laps to go.
Another lap on the racetrack. Another lap where Logano is the fastest. The 67 of Heim loose.
Logano's the fastest car on track.
Logano closing in a 2/10 a lap.
And I think Hamlin's frustration growing because I think he's faster than Briscoe. How far he can go, we don't know, but he's going to have a hard time getting by the 19.
Joey Logano's fastest car on track.
Can you imagine if Logano
I don't see how you're going to pass both Bell and Heim. He's got, like, even if he can get underneath Bell, they're going to get to racing and Heim's going to drive away. And then Heim's going to air block him for like 10 laps before Joey can ever try to get back underneath him. Yeah, Joey winning would really make me laugh. Blaney's one spot closer to Gilliland if you're watching that battle. Logano's obviously going to close in, but then he's going to stall out. I'm going to laugh when somebody still runs out of gas even after the long caution for the Blaney wreck. He's going to stall out as soon as he gets to him. It's like a yo-yo. He falls back and is so far behind, it's like he has clean air, and then he's going to close back in, and then the same thing's going to happen again. Wow. Joey's still faster. Cut another couple tenths off that lead. Joey Logano, or as I like to call him, Jurassic Park, because nature finds a way. They've got experience.
I just think about the combo of that 22 team. And you mentioned Paul Wolf, a tremendous leader on the
Joey closed it in a couple more tenths.
Behind the wheel, a three-time champion who has had so many big
Don't look for Briscoe or Hamlin to contend. They're over 5 seconds back.
Almost a second back. Close the gap. Cut it in half. Going back to the challenge drivers.
Once again, Gilliland is only 2 spots ahead of Blaney.
Separating them. AJ Allmendinger, you see Gilliland right there. AJ and then Blaney in the 12, still hanging in there. Batter, beat. Right side of that car destroyed the fence.
The game within the game. Drama for the $1 million in the in-season challenge. A champ going against the upset-minded Todd Gilliland.
Joey, again, shaves 2 more tenths off, like 2 tenths a lap at this point. But he's getting to the point where that's going to stall.
Get the toe down the back straightaway or down the front straightaway, being able to possibly make some moves. The 67 will have to become defensive. That draws the 22 into that even more.
You saw right away, but the 22 advantage continued.
14 laps.
Still closing in. 14 to go.
That time by as well, 10. Still yet to stall out as he closes the gap, and he can see it. He's getting excited behind the wheel. He can see what they're struggling with in front of him. And look at their cars yawing, not
They're
turning.
yawing. Junior said they're yawing.
Briscoe still in front of Hamlin.
And when we talk about this track and 4 distinct corners, we saw how much Denny Hamlin lost when he had to make a block. You miss the apex once. When you make one block, you just can't do anything. There's nowhere to hide. They are coming and coming with a run. You know a block will end up in a wreck. You're going to try to be wide. I guess you try to put it to your right.
There he's hoping for a little smaller engine. Right. Like half he's let down. This is taking forever for Corey Heim.
You have to ask yourself, is
It'd be quite a choke to not win this race if you're Corey Haim, but he is young.
Joey Logano, Paul will strategize
Logano should have won this race last year,
and a flat
to be fair. We're all happy Bubba won last year, but Logano should have won this race last year.
right here. He was the leader. He
Had a tire go down right after final stops where he cycled out front in front of Bubba.
to save a little bit of gas and a flat tire ended it. Maybe the Brickyard will give back to Joey Logano and give him a chance. He's going to need a little break from the two in front.
Well, I don't know, Steve. The last lap by is the first time in a long time he's been even.
Joey stalled out, guys. He got to within 1 second and stalled out that lap.
22's going to have to hope that these two in front of him start to race soon. Another lap right there where Joey's actually the slowest of the three.
Joey can get Bell if Bell's like right on Haim and tries to make a dive and gets tight.
Make it side by side. I think for 1 corner. I think if they contest in 1 corner side by side, Joey can be there. 3 seconds back, no. 1 second, I think, can be made up.
His window is closing quick.
Paul Wolf breaks out your screen.
His shit's going to start heating up when he gets right behind him,
550
if he can even get that close.
44 wins, 3 championships. He has seen all of this before. Shannon, we are closing in. 11 to go. Next time by.
That crew chief from the garage with strategy. You did not even take a pause. He said, "Paul Wolf." I asked him about that. He said it's something he started working on when he was crew chiefing for Brad Keselowski. He says he takes all of the information that he gets from teams about the trends and the history, and it's his job to apply that to the race. He said you got to
Not much to talk about now. Joey's within a second. Bell's within 3/10. They're just kind of stuck with 10 to go.
Run right here down the back straightaway. AJ using the draft off of the Gilliland there. It's not going to allow the 12 to make the run.
This has just been a great track for Todd Gilliland. 6th year in both of his starts, the Brickyard 400. Got his first ever top 5 in a Cup car on the road course here in Indianapolis in his rookie campaign. And today, trying to top it off, winning $1 million. Got a hold off Ryan Blaney.
Still just one car between Gilliland and Blaney.
You can throw a blanket front three, much like we did these three back here.
There you see the separation out front. A little distance now for Heim. Looking back at Bell, 0.4 of a second now.
It's almost like these fucking next-gen cars need almost the entire straightaway to catch the full effect of the draft, and then by the time they're like sucking up to somebody in the draft, it's time to slow down and turn. It's like they just don't draft as well as you would think they would. You would think on these long straightaways, these cars, I don't know if more horsepower would help that. Next year, they're obviously going to have 750 everywhere. We're at 670 right now.
See the car way off the corner there, a little bit loose. He's fighting this race car.
I don't know, but you think these cars would draft like crazy down these long straightaways, like the Raleigh Series cars do.
Car right at 3/10. He doesn't seem to get much closer than that. Right there, just inside of 3/10. But gonna have him gaining you down the straightaways a little bit. You want to be able to keep that gap anywhere from 3/10 to a half a second. That way the 20 doesn't have a chance to make.
That was a really good lap for Bell. He closed up a bit more than usual there, right in his tire tracks down the front stretch. 7 to go.
Well, you know he's not going to go away.
It's like Heim's back. He's 20 up again.
I know the O'Reilly cars have reduced power for Indy, but they draft very well. You can see the O'Reilly cars draft super well on almost every big high-speed racetrack. The Cup cars, it's like they draft, but it's just kind of lazy. Like, it just takes too long. And Junior just pointed out Heim didn't have a good lap, and you could see the difference. Bell just inched in closer.
Bell's getting closer right there. That's a little
Joey's like, come on, Bell, get there.
back straightaway.
He's still just stuck behind Briscoe.
Another week where Joe Gibbs Racing could very well put 3 cars inside the top 5. A great year for Toyota. Great summer for JGR.
And I would like to point out again, even though there's 6 laps to go, this could be Corey Heim's 3rd win of the year, because remember, he could have won Texas. He just didn't catch the caution he needed to win Texas. There were several points in that race where it's like, ooh, if a caution comes out, Heim's going to be leader.
He's on the ragged edge. Every bit of the racetrack coming out on corner exit.
It would be great if Joey could catch Bell down the straightaway and push him. But that would require Bell backing off on the straightaway to let Joey get to him to push him, and Joey would just go to the inside and pass him and take second. Otherwise, every time Joey closes in, they get to a corner and the dirty air pushes him back. 5 laps to go.
The battle with Tyler Reddick got clear and then drove off.
I just think about the fact he had no experience here. I mean, we all talk about, and then he said it. I mean, you want to win this race because it's Indianapolis. It's the Brickyard 400. It's
Joey would, if Bell backed off to get a push on the straightaway, Joey would pass him and then hope for a yellow to restart on the front row.
first appearance here Friday in practice, and he's in position to go get the trophy. But it's a quarter of a second
Yeah,
now.
everybody's looking at Riley Herbst sideways. Like, no wonder you're getting fucking replaced.
It does give air to 20 behind.
4 laps to go. Man, this is agonizing.
10 miles. Just turning 1 right there for the 67. This is the important.
Look at these lap times.
Getting off of this corner.
Almost 2 seconds of fall off on the tires, by the way. Because these guys are running as hard as they can, and they're 2 seconds off their best lap times. That's pretty good tire fall off for Indy, so credit to Goodyear. It's just hard to pass. It's not the tire that's making it hard to pass. It's the aero and the dirty air. The tires here are actually pretty good. They're better than they've probably ever been since like the early 2000s at Indianapolis, I think, with 2 seconds of fall off, and these guys are driving as hard as they can. It's as good as a tire as you're ever going to get at Indianapolis. Just the aero of the car doesn't like this play. Oh, Heim really blew that. Bell is going to have a run on him down the backstretch. That was a bad corner. Bell's going to get there now. Ooh. God, I thought Bell would get more of a run. I just thought that little bit of a mistake. They're so close, that little bit of a mistake can make a huge difference. Now he's there to really put the pressure on him. If Heim does that again, Bell will get his ass. Heim was very conservative into turn 3, gathered it back up. Now I think that dirty air carries him forward here. He's going to have to block him into the... Yeah, Bell's there, dude. Just protect the bottom, protect the bottom, protect the bottom. That shallow entry might fuck him over here. Dirty air saved him there. I thought the shallow entry would make him get tight and go up the track, but he held it down, and then Bell got in his air and fell back a little bit. That brought Logano close. Just that little bit of racing brought Logano closer, but there's only 2 to go. Nemechek pulling over. Heim still trying to use him for a little pull there. I think that's about all. I think that's all Bell had. I mean, Heim made a couple of little mistakes, but that you can't overcome the aerodynamics of this car. You need something drastic to happen to overcome the air off of these cars.
Credit one bank, 1 lap to go.
Heim, Bell, Logano. If Heim makes another mistake, or 2, who knows? Pretty clean there. A little push up off the corner, but nothing to worry about. You get a damn good race out of these cars here if the aero didn't suck on them. Denny Hamlin's going to be pissed and happy because Corey Heim blocked the shit out of him down off the racetrack to hold this lead and put him in position to win. That is Corey Heim, career win number 2 as a part-time Cup driver, not full-time. Part-time, 2 wins. Well, I called that shit like an hour and a half ago. I didn't call it before the race that Heim would win, but I said, well. And Gilliland wins $1 million. And Hocevar got a top 10. Hocevar got back in the top 10 late. Josh Berry got a top 10. And Todd Gilliland wins the in-season tournament.
Start, second career win. Youngest Brickyard winner since Jeff Gordon did it at 23 years old in 1994. I just celebrated his 24th birthday a couple of weeks ago.
Corey Heim. Man, 2311's really good at Indianapolis. 2 years in a row, 2311 wins the Brickyard 400.
Truck Series champion. Everybody saw the talent, but how would it translate?
Don't do a burnout on the bricks. Don't touch the bricks. I think early in the race, I started talking about Corey Heim as a potential winner. Before the race, I said Gibbs or Hamlin. And then when I looked at the fuel situation at the start of stage 3, I said, oh, this is Corey Haim all the way. And then he blew that one restart. Well, Logano put him 3 wide and cost him the lead, put him in a bad spot. I said, oh, damn. And then he got it back. So, start of stage 3, I was like, yeah, this is Corey's race. He's going to be a nightmare for years to come.
What a year for 23-11. 5 wins for Brett Reddick. 2 for Corey Haim.
He is going to be a fucking problem for the next 15, 20 years. I think Gibbs, Haim, Hocevar.
It's time indeed in the NASCAR Cup Series. A star is born. What a 6-week stretch for Corey Haim. The win in San Diego, that was massive. Birthday in the middle there, turns 24. And now the Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis. What a drive from this young man.
I think we need to tweak the aero packet. We don't need to tweak much for Indy to be a really good race. The aero has to change. The underbody of these cars have to change. But you see the potential, don't you? Did you guys see what I saw at the end of that? How those guys came together at the end? That could have been a hell of a battle. It was just aero, right?
Of winning here in Indianapolis. I know you're just 24 years old, but I'm sure this one is top of the list. What was going through your mind in those final few laps? Because I know you had a handful of a race car and a corporate teammate, Christopher, chasing you.
Yeah, that was a damn handful. I was hanging on for dear life once the shade went down.
Fix the aero, you'll have a damn good race.
Never clean air throughout the day, so that was the hardest I've ever fought in my life, to just make sure I focused on exits and kept them in dirty air. I'm pretty out of breath. That was a workout, but this is a dream come true. I mean, winning at the Brickyard, I mean, that is unbelievable. Thank you so much, fans, for coming out here. That was awesome. I'm a break early with the pit cycle and just executed all day. Made no mistakes. My big crew, my team, 2311 did a fantastic job with the Field and Stream Camry. So, first race with Field and Stream too. That's awesome. First race, first wins. Hopefully we can keep it going.
What did you tell me before the race? You said I've had to learn how to be more.
Let him keep the number 67 next year and just drop the 35. Just make the 35 the 67. 67 should be his number.
I think we both know we're racing for the win, but he has every right to be a little frustrated with me, but I feel like he probably would have done the same thing. So, yeah, just had to be on top of it. Got a good push from the 22 to be in position, so thanks to him. And, man, it's crazy, too, for, I don't know, what, run 7 or 18? Yeah, there we go.
I think you've dispelled the rumor that you need a lot of experience here. I mean, people in the stands may not know. You had never seen this place before Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. I just studied my butt races, and these guys give me unbelievably fast Camrys. So, just huge exit 23 and Toyota. I mean, they are on fire this year, so I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Corey Haim, an unbelievable run for him and everyone at 2311. That is 2 wins in 2026 already, Shannon.
Yeah, Marty, Christopher Bell brings it home second today. Lap after lap, we saw you just trying to hunt down that.
Christopher Bell, second again.
Making some mistakes. How many times did you
The king of second this year is Christopher Bell.
I mean, honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to get there. My guys were telling me he was going loose, and I knew that really that was going to be my only opportunity. It was a mistake from him, and I knew that whatever it was, 35 laps was a very long run. And I just needed one bobble. If he would have had one bobble, I was going to be able.
You needed probably 3 or 4 bobbles. You got 1 or 2.
He did a great job. He showed excellent mental toughness and put together 35 really good laps, and I didn't have an opportunity.
I know these crown jewels, you kind of throw the points and all that stuff. You're not thinking about it when you're in the race. But when you look at big picture, Christopher, everything that you guys have been through the last couple weeks with your wrist, like, how does this second place finish kind of sit with you?
This is a good second place. We've had a lot of bad second place finishes, but this one's a good one. We were buried after qualifying, and Adam did a great job with strategy to get us up there. And whenever we had, the restart on the second row, I was really happy with our position. And yeah, just proud of Adam, proud of this team. We pulled together a really good day, and we've run second a lot. There's been bad
Denny Hamlin has an 84-point lead. It'll go down to 25 when the chase starts, but that's still a good advantage. Larson tumbles down to 8th. He was 6th coming in. Chase drops. Hocevar's top 5 in points because Elliott and Larson are just shit in the fucking bed late in the season here. Hocevar is creeping up to the point where he could be like a possible championship threat. I feel like you need to be top 5 or 6, and he's there now. Top 5 in points. Ty Gibbs has clinched a spot in the chase for the cup.
Take care of that, young man. Elevated service system's getting him down. That guy has unbelievable skill set and some mental toughness to go with it. He talked about the block on Hamlin. I loved his line. I'm sure he's going to be upset, but I know he would do the same, and I agree. Denny Hamlin, you may not think it right now, right? Because emotion's going to have to pass, but that's a race-winning move at that moment. Yeah, agree. Race car was a handful. He talked about that as well.
You know how hard you got to block in these damn cars. I know Denny's mad, but he'll get over it. That was a pretty memorable race. I know, like we talked about the Arrow all damn day, dirty air, but I was still entertained, and I think that was a worthwhile Brickyard 400.
But it's just not that easy. And then you fast forward and you think about everything they've accomplished. Tyler Reddick wins the Daytona 500. Last year, Bubba Wallace wins here at Indy. Today, it's Corey Hines.
2311 likes Indianapolis and Kansas.
Marty? Boss man Denny Hamlin and Corey just told me, he said that final restart, Denny's probably mad, but he would have done the same thing. Kind of walk us through that restart from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's trying to fight to win the race, and you know, when you're clear by an inch, you're going to take that inch, and so you know, it's really more on us and the 20 and the 19 to just not orchestrate good pushes there, and we came detached at the wrong time. You know, I thought the 20 obviously was on board with getting us the push. It just was way too early before the restart. I can't go until we get to the he said that Briscoe was on him way early or laying back, one of the two. And yeah, just that's how you lose them. You just don't. You know, these restarts when everyone kind of knows when you're going to go. It's about the push. That's essentially where I got the lead in the 67, the restart before. So it just came back the other way around, and you know, then I tried to. Yeah, maybe was in there just a hair into turn 2, and you know, shut the door. But I mean, yeah, everyone's fighting for a big three-car victory.
You and I talked earlier today about how bad you wanted this one. You were in the perfect position. And Corey Himes, on the other side of the coin, going to win a lot of races for you, Denny. So how do you balance those sort of two conflicting thoughts?
Well, it's earned on their side, and it's you know on us as a team on the other side. So you know,
Another win for the settlement.
you know, I don't know. I'm sure maybe I could have done something different on the restart. But the
You know Richmond's going to be a good race. Richmond has been good for like 4 years in a row now. I'm very optimistic about Richmond. Iowa could be a good race. Iowa's been hit and miss, but Richmond's been really good for a few years now. They got the tire perfect for Richmond, and I think less downforce and a softer tire like they're running this time around is better. And like I said, Richmond was good the first year of the next gen, which is crazy. You know how bad the next gen was the first damn year. So I'm looking forward to Richmond. I'm looking forward to what they try for Daytona. They talked about the reduced drag at Daytona. The cars were like 2 seconds faster by themselves. The cars are expected to be 2 seconds faster outside the draft than they were outside the draft with the previous package at Daytona. And yes, people hated this, but we all knew what this race was going to be. And everybody who complained about the Indy, I'm going to say it again. If you complained about the Indy road course, shut the fuck up. You guys knew exactly what the Brickyard 400 is and always has been. It's always been just like this. The dirty air problem is worse than ever, but this is just what Indianapolis is, always was, always will be. You can make it a little better. I think we saw a lot of promise at the end of this that if they could just change the fucking arrow, it would be a great race. Because that could have been a really good 3-car battle at the end. The arrow was just too much. But I think the tire is good here. There was 2 seconds of fall off on the tire. So, it is what it is. We all knew this coming in. We all watched Pocono. We all watched Indy last year and Pocono last year. Like, Indy and Pocono were the same races every year with this car. It just depends on when the cautions fall, who fucks up on pit road, who has the best strategy, and who nails restarts. It is what it is. There was a lot of cars could have won this race today. A lot. And I said that at the start of the day. I said, what makes this race interesting is that, yeah, I know you can't pass, and that sucks, but whoever gets out front is going to win. 2 tire stops, staying out, fuel mileage, whoever gets out front's going to win, and it could have been anybody in that top 15 or so cars if the strategy went the right way. Because, hell, Gibbs and Hocevar had really good cars. I think Gibbs had the best car of the day. I think the best cars today were Gibbs, Hocevar, Kyle Larson, Hamlin, and then maybe Corey Haim. Corey Haim was solid all day long, but you saw how loose he was at the end. His car was not... If Corey Haim's car was handling worth the shit, he'd have won that race by at least 2 seconds. At least 2 seconds if his car was handling worth the shit. Yeah, Haim was fighting handling issues, but the dirty air was the equalizer. We just need to change the arrow. We need to change the underbody. The underbody of the car needs to go away completely. That's where most of the problems come from. We need more horsepower and need to change that underbody, and you'll have a good race. Like I said, this race was very memorable. I'll give it that. The race was memorable. And it was still compelling in spite of all the issues. And I think that's a fair assessment. Good day for Ford. Toyota wins again, but a good day for Ford. Logano 3rd, Keselowski 6th, Josh Berry 7th, Ryan Preece 8th. Buescher just missed the top 10 late. Hocevar got by him. But I suppose I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go see about getting something to eat. My next cup race is Darlington. So for the rest of the regular season, Iowa, Richmond, Loudon, Daytona. I think that's all that's left. We'll be streaming here, so enjoy your off week. Maybe we'll play NASCAR 25 or something this coming weekend. Do a longer race of some kind. I'm out. Oh, and we are going to stream more Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We might do it tonight. For anybody who's been following along with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I was with my girlfriend a lot this week, and we just kind of wanted to hang out and not be streaming. So I actually copied my save file. I had 2 of the same save files, right? And I played off stream on one save file and got a little further ahead, but I still have the save file from the last time we streamed. So we might pick that up. We might pick that up here later. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to go figure out something to eat. Actually, I might not stream Assassin's Creed till tomorrow. I'm going to fuck it. See, it's going to be tough for me because I'm going to get way ahead on the other save file that I copied over. And then I'm going to go back to my stream save file and be like, I'm going to have to do all this shit again. But the game is so fun, I don't mind. So that'll be the video game streams this week. A lot of Assassin's Creed whenever I do stream. So till then, keep your units on you. I'm going to go eat. And yeah, Maybe we'll play NASCAR 25 sometime this week. Maybe Dylan can bring his PS5 over and we can do our. Dylan can bring his PS5 over and we'll do a longer race in person. You want me to stream it? Okay, I'll tell you what. Later, after I eat, I'll probably stream Assassin's Creed. You've talked me into it. Till then, I'll see you guys later.